WGNS Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1947, WGNS has been proud to bring you coverage of Rutherford County high school sports.
Lady Bulldogs are state champions in 2013.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships, and listen to this crowd.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB Award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball, and they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening from Oakland High School. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, where tonight we're going to be back in football action between the Oakland Patriots and the Maryville Rebels here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. It's semifinal night, and I'm John Dinkins along with Rod Edwards, and Brian Baird will be joining us later here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And, Rod, we are, well, I guess this is prime time, really, really big time now.
It is. In fact, every coach's football, they want to be playing on Thanksgiving weekend. They like that after practice Thursday, go home, eat with the family, and then back for the big game on Friday. And if you have family in and you're playing, it's a nice time to get family together at the ball game.
Well, we're expecting a great game. We were talking to some people from Maryville, said this may be the deepest they've been in about 6 years on their team. So they've had a great season. Oakland, again, another phenomenal season for them. Got through a tough Riverdale game last week, and we'll see how they have to respond tonight playing another tough opponent.
Yeah, and I think we said there was something like 10 out of the last 11 years these two teams have met in this particular game, the semifinal. And, that's amazing. If one team did it, it's amazing. But to have two teams match up against each other, that's something probably be hard to find in most areas or states in the nation.
Well, I know one thing. I'm glad it's home.
Yes.
And there. All right, when we return, it's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day.
Roscoe Brown,
3 minutes.
Tennessee's go-to for all HVAC and plumbing needs since 1940. Our commitment, you ask? It's to provide you with not just services, but solutions to bring comfort, efficiency, and peace of mind. From the heat of summer to the cold of winter, our expert team ensures your home environment is exactly how you want it. Perfect. Trust in Roscoe Brown for all your HVAC and plumbing needs, where your family's comfort has been our priority for over 80 years. RoscoeBrown.com.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA. Live your best life.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Many medications for our animals have to be compounded, and we offer that here at Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
Special for you, your loved ones, or for your pets.
Learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you for allowing us to be your local pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and only $3.99. So what are you waiting for? Try them now.
You heard him. We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stop it! Drive like the wind, Debbie. Enjoy delicious new Crazy Puffs on the go for just $3.99. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Hi, this is Dan at Music World in Drummer's Den. We have new things going on here for Christmas. We have gift cards available for any amount from $1 up to whatever you want to spend on it. We have Christmas specials going on. Our prices are competitive. Sometimes we're even below the online prices. We have layaway plans available, and this is real popular at Christmas. Music World in Drummer's Den, 2762 South Church, right across the street from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
It's time for the countdown to kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. Rod, we want to talk about this game a little bit tonight, the importance of it. You mentioned how many times these teams have met. 2 quality programs have been that way for years. In fact, it's really hard to go back to remember the last time somebody besides Oakland played Maryville. I think it was the Riverdale Warriors, I believe. I'm trying to think.
So.
Ron Adelot, I think that's the squad he had. Mm-hmm. And there have been some really tough games, tough losses at Maryville. There have been a big win at Maryville. There's been some big wins here. Yeah. And like we said, I'm really kind of glad it's on the road. This team, let's talk about this Oakland team. They have persevered. I mean, really, they have been in many close games.
They've had about five games that they've been behind at halftime. They started out with the game in Texas. They were behind by a couple scores going into the second half, but pulled it out. It looked like Blackman had them beat, and they pulled that one out. Looked like Riverdale had them beat twice, but they pulled it out again. So they're a team that seems like they really get in sync when they get it. Their backs really to the wall.
You know, this team is a little different than our usual Oakland teams because there's a little bit more youth, maybe not quite as deep as they've been in the past in the last few years.
Right. I think they don't seem to be as strong in the line, both ways. I mean, they're good. They're not as big, but they play well, they play hard, but they're just not – doesn't have that quite that level that they've had in the past.
Well, one thing, they're a little bit younger up front than they've been in the past.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
You got Preston Rose, who's a sophomore. I think Parsons. I mean, there's a few seniors kind of sprinkled in, but that line is fairly young on both ends of the ball.
Yes, it is. And so they're ones, though, that have probably improved the most. That's why they're able to pull out a couple of these games late. I mean, we had two tough games with Riverdale. They had a tough game with Mount Juliet. So, I mean, every game has been a barn burner.
Well, and the line has improved, I think, in the last few games, the last few weeks. They did a really good job of blocking for, I can't think of his name, Morris and Tutt. But they've given Creasy some protection. About 3 weeks ago, I don't know that it was as good a protection as it was
right.
Last week. It was about as good as I've seen it.
It's just it's taking time to grow, and then things are just starting to come together, just like your knees starting to come together, John.
Yeah, after a year and a half, it's finally coming together, Rod.
They got to do it a little quicker than a year and a half, though.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks a lot, Rod, for that. Talk about Maryville. You know, they've been a powerhouse for years, and they have been very good about, I think, in the past, when they have a really good quarterback, they have really good, successful years.
Yes, they seem like they have just the complemental parts. You know, they'll have a running back that can get enough yardage for you to set up the pass. They're always keeping you off balance. They're great at screens. They're great at counters. I mean, they just mix it up based on their talent, and they've always done a good job.
I think a lot of it, and we go back to just like last week, turnovers, are always key. Field position has been really key for Oakland in the last few weeks too.
It has. We think back last week, Riverdale was driving for a three possession lead and had a turnover, and the game changed then. Those are big parts in the game.
All right, quickly, Rod, before we take a break, kind of tell us about the teams that they could possibly face, either one of these teams, next week.
Right. We've got Ravenwood at Houston. We should know about Ravenwood. The only blemish on the Oakland record was a one-point game and went in overtime, and Oakland kicked the extra point, but then Ravenwood being last, they chose to go for it, got the 2-pointers for the win. You got Houston, who was beat Oakland pretty handily last year in the state championship game. Quarterback's back. And then we've been seeing that their record, they lost 2 and maybe not as good as this year. Then it came out that the quarterback had been out for a while. And actually his freshman brother quarterbacked and has about 400 or 500 yards passing. He has over 1,000 yards passing. He's back, and he kind of makes things go. And they have a good running back, has over 1,000 yards. And their line, the thing that really we saw is their offensive and defensive lines were predominant. They were big, bigger than the. And I checked it. They have 1 300 and 2 270s and 250. So they're going to have some good size in the line too.
Well, that's a little bit of a very shortened Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, but we're not through with it, because when we come back, Brian Barrett's going to be back. We're going to be talking to the coaches, and also we'll have some history behind this game tonight. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day.
It's not just a home. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need your help. Why? Because our population has grown since 2020, and more people means more funding for our community. $175 per resident per year. This is Mayor Shane McFarland. Please fill out the secure online form at murfreesborocensus.com or complete the mailed form. List everyone living in your home. It's that simple. The special census helps us plan for growth and better services.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Participate today, and you could even win a $100 gift card.
This is a paid legal ad. You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't, because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the Law Offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back in from Oakland High School, Ray Hughes Stadium. Brian Barrett with you for the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And here on the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, taking a close look at tonight's game. But first, we have to relive some of the magic of last week. The Patriots' high-powered offense and timely defense propelling them to a dramatic 49-46 victory over their rival Riverdale in the quarterfinals and into tonight's semifinal game for the 11th consecutive season. Oakland coach Kevin Creasy talks about his team beat their rival in a classic.
Pretty good game. I did have a score prediction. I think I said it's going to be a 3-point game, like 17-14. I just don't know who's going to win. And I was a little off on the score prediction. I thought they did a really good job of being patient and running the ball, and it was a little frustrating, sitting there on the sideline watching that, and the offense not getting out there. But then when DeJuan got his opportunity, he made the most of it, and Craig Tutt did a great job as well.
DeJuan Morris and Mr. Football finalist Craig Tutt combined for 403 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns to help the Patriots overcome a 10-point third-quarter deficit. Creasy says DeJuan making up for lost time, scoring 11 touchdowns and rushing for over 560 yards in 3 playoff games.
Regular season, fighting through injuries, but he's making the most of his opportunities now in the playoffs. So he's probably one of only a couple people that we have that's actually fresh. Everybody else is kind of beat up and banged up this time of year, and I guess everybody we're playing probably is too.
In playing in their 11th straight semifinal, the Patriots staff kind of used to practicing and playing during Thanksgiving break, and all but one of those years preparing for the same opponent.
The tradition of Maryville coming in, I think 10 out of the last 11 years, Oakland has played Maryville. I really respect Maryville's program, and I think Coach Hunt's one of the best coaches in the whole state of Tennessee, all classes. And I got a great staff with him, great community support. Won't have to worry about not having a good atmosphere because those folks from Maryville will load up and they will be sure to come support your team.
And definitely the case. They are here tonight and in force. Kickoff coming up here in just a couple of moments. Coach Creasy says both teams have one thing in common and one thing that Oakland has to do better tonight in this game.
I think consistency with the head coach is big. They've had the same head coach, I think, for the last 9 years, and he's a former player there. And the big thing's their fan base isn't spoiled. I saw some empty seats in our stands. That was unfortunate. Mind-boggling to me. I don't know if it's our fan base is spoiled and they expect us to get to Thanksgiving, but we had to beat a heck of a Mount Juliet team to even play Riverdale, and then to give Riverdale credit, every time we scored on them, they scored on us and kept fighting back. So we beat a good Riverdale team. Next thing you know, I'm looking up and there's a bunch of empty seats, so it was really disappointing to see that. Hopefully we'll get that fixed and we won't use Thanksgiving as an excuse not to be there. Like I said, these seniors, they deserve your support. There's only one Murfreesboro team left, so hopefully you come out and watch a good ball game. I know that we'll have our hands full, and it's going to be tough to win. Hopefully we're not getting complacent as a fan base and just expecting this to happen. There's a lot of teams that would swap with us in a heartbeat if they got an opportunity to play on Thanksgiving and practice on Thanksgiving week.
Well, I think the crowd's going to be okay tonight. Lots of people pouring in here in this what has become a near annual tradition of these two teams playing tonight. Oakland 12-1, Maryville 12-1. By the way, in the 9 previous matchups in the playoffs, Oakland holds a 5-game to 4 advantage. Most of those games, all but a couple, one right here at Ray Hughes Stadium. Hopefully that will be the difference. Our coverage continues tonight of the Oakland Maryville semifinal football game here on News Radio, WGNS, and State Farm Prep Football. We'll be back for more of the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and do it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Hi, this is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come shop with my family at 919 Northwest Broad Street here in Murfreesboro. Did you know that many of our common holiday foods are dangerous for our pets? For dogs, this includes onion, garlic, and raisin. Come find some pet-safe holiday snacks here at Animal City. Here at Animal City, we have a variety of toys to offer necessary enrichment for any type of pet. Please come see us at Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Hi, I'm Lakin Gilman, a mortgage loan originator with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates and personal service, let me turn your homeownership dreams into reality. Visit my website, lakinhibden.com, or come by my office at 322 North Front Street, located in downtown Murfreesboro, and let's get started.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to Oakland. I'm Brian Barrett on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Thought we'd take a look at some of the numbers, some of the interesting statistics about tonight's football game between Oakland and Maryville. First of all, the Rebels got here by beating William Blount 49-24 in round one, and in the second round, a 42-7 win over Science Hill, and last week defeating Bearden 41-20. Oakland had a first-round shutout of Lebanon, 41-0, and then it was a good Mount Juliet team that Oakland beat 35-28, coming from behind to win that one, and also last week trailing Riverdale by 10, but they come back to win it 49-46. So that's where we are here in this one tonight. Just another brief word, Ravenwood and Houston playing in the other semifinal, and that one is in Germantown in Houston. So they'll be playing that one. The winners will move on to the semifinals. Maryville's average over their opponents in the playoffs, 44-17. Oakland's average over their opponents, 42-25. So very, very close for those. The first time that they met in the playoffs was November 28th of 2014. Maryville, just a few years before that, had jumped up to the highest classification, then 5 classes in the state of Tennessee. Since 2014, Oakland and Maryville had played 9 times in the playoffs. Last year, the 10th time that Oakland was in the semifinals, they went to Bradley Central to get to Chattanooga, this time at home versus the Rebels. Oakland holds a 5-4 advantage. The Rebels, by the way, they have made 45 playoff appearances to Oakland's 31. They have 17 state titles, their last coming in 2019, 7 state runner-ups. And Oakland, by the way, 7 state titles. That is 22, 21, 20, 2018, 2008, 1998, and 1984. And, of course, Coach Creasy winning 4 between 18 and 22. Runner-up last year, along with 16, 89, and 88. So 4 for the Oakland Patriots in that category. So that puts Oakland at 11 state championship appearances since 1984. Now, Maryville, since 1970, again has had 17 state title appearances. So the game tonight between Maryville and Oakland is a huge, huge game. Maryville's last title, again, 2019, but Oakland has won the last 3 meetings between these two teams after Maryville held a pretty tight grip on the advantage in the series. Oakland winning the last 3, hopefully 4 after tonight. That's a look at some of the numbers here between Oakland and Maryville, and our pregame show continues as we continue our coverage from Oakland High School's Ray Hughes Stadium. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day on State Farm Prep Football.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
This is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Did you know that you can plan your funeral in advance without actually paying for your funeral in advance? In other words, if it's not a convenient time to pay for your funeral, you can still choose your funeral items and we'll file them away for later. Let's consider that together. You make the decisions for yourself, and when that financial window opens up, it becomes an easier decision. Call me at 615-893-2422 and let's plan together.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Let's check on the Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the Rutherford Weather Center.
Thanks, John. We'll continue to see very quiet weather as we head through the evening. Temperatures will be cooling through the mid to low 30s with light west to northwest winds around 5 miles per hour. That's your forecast brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air experts since 1966. Delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
Thank you, Laura. And it is 36 degrees right now at game time. It is chilly out there. Rod, the Rayburn Insurance, I guess we need to talk to the key about the keys to the game right now.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
All right, Rod, let's open up the key master. You're the key master. Tell us what the keys to the game are going to be tonight.
And what they've been lately with really good teams facing each other. Turnovers, number one, you have to avoid them. You try to get the turnover to advantage to yourself. Makes a difference in the game. It's going to be a battle again in the interior. I got a big offensive line for Maryville. And Oakland's offensive line has been picking it up. And so it's going to be a battle up front. And then who can make the big play? That big play can happen. Of course, we got Tutt. We've got Morris for Oakland. But the quarterback, Jones, and Cabo had 115 yards receptions last week, and that was only on 3 passes, John.
Yeah, and if they can move the ball, if they can run the football, I think we've got a good matchup here tonight. That is your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, and also our Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff. And now Brian is going to join us back here, and he's going to have the players to watch and also our play-by-play of tonight's game.
All right, John, appreciate it. Great job on the pregame show, and always enjoyed that. Our 27th semifinal in a row, and Maryville, Oakland won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so it'll be the Maryville Rebels with the ball to start off.
Time now for your players to watch, brought to you by J.A.J. Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, and Winners Trophies.
Well, let's start off at quarterback. Kyler Creasy, 106 of 164 passing. That's a 65% completion rate, 1,631 passing yards, 16 touchdowns on the season. He's also rushed for 3 TDs. Even missing 3 games, DeJuan Morris has 838 yards on 114 carries, 16 touchdowns. And he has scored a total of 9 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks with almost 500 of those yards. Pretty amazing. Craig Tutt, a 1,000-yard rusher and a Mr. Football finalist as it was named this week. He, again, 1,043 yards, 16 TDs for him. You'll see others like Bass, maybe Bandy, Hainsworth in the backfield, Kamani Bass, wideouts, Michael Brown, Braxton Griever, Tutt and Morris along with Bandy the leading receiver, and Hernandez 43 of 45 on PATs and 2 of 3 on field goals. Pretty good field goal kicker for the junior. For the Maryville Rebels, Jones, we mentioned him, the quarterback, sophomore Will Jones, 2,179 yards passing, 153 of 212, 30 passing touchdowns. He's rushed for 5. He has a 72% completion rate. In the backfield, over 1,100 yards, Price Davis, the senior running back. Cobble, the leading receiver, with 10 TDs on 36 catches, 653 yards. Colton Faust, Britton Barrett, Price Davis, Nolan White, Hudson Jamerson. He is the tight end. The tight end is also the kicker, too, by the way, who has connected on 58 of 60 PATs. Both teams 12-1 on the season, and we're ready to get this one underway. And John, as Coach Creasy said, a lot of teams would kill to be playing in a game like this, and here we go.
Yeah, definitely, and this is what you play for, and you're just one game away from the big time, so congratulations for both of these teams getting here.
It is amazing that this has become such a rivalry. The last team that Maryville has played in the semifinals that has not been Oakland was Blackman in 2013. The year before that was Siegel in 2012. That was the game where the Siegel quarterback was on one leg because he had blown out his ACL and MCL the week before, Brent Stockstill.
Yeah, and Stockstill was amazing that night.
Oh, that was something else.
We needed the ball one more time.
Yes, yeah, and really needed another inch for first down in that game. So we've seen some good ones between these two. Last year, of course, Oakland played Bradley Central on the road last year, got past a good Bradley team to get to the championship game. And, John, if Oakland can win this game, they've got a chance to avenge either their regular season loss to Ravenwood or their state title loss to Houston.
Yeah.
So that's pretty unique.
Kind of a fairy tale right there.
Yeah.
To be able to do that.
See if that fairy tale continues. Coach Creasy was talking about fans in the stands. Well, every one of them has brought a bell tonight. They must have gotten one for Thanksgiving.
Well, one's got a triple bell.
Yeah, that's a big air horn.
That's an air horn.
Well, they have towed it off here, and Hernandez is ready to kick off. 47-yard average on his kickoffs, by the way. And toe meets leather. We're underway here in the semifinals. Fair caught by the Rebels just across the 20-yard line, and our J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time is 7:02. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard. They've got jewelry repair, jewelry design. They actually manufacture jewelry there, so you can get a very special gift. Christmas time's coming, guys, so don't forget. And for those guys, ladies, how about the indestructible reactor watch? You can get it at J. Mullins Jewelry and Gifts, West Northfield Boulevard, between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. They have been helping us bring you prep coverage for over 30 years. Working from the shotgun, empty backfield for Will Jones. He's got 3 wideouts near side, 2 to the right. He's looking across the middle. He's flushed out of the pocket and now burns it complete to about the 26-yard line. And I believe that was Cobble, it is, who came up with the football, the senior, who is the leading, who leads in pass receptions with 653, picked up 6 on that 1st and 10. Ethan Burrell on the tackle.
Like many of the Maryville team, Brian, you're going to see a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of looks.
He does have a back on his right hip now and sends 3 receivers here near side. They fake the handoff. Jones back, rolls out right side, throws it away. Oakland brought pressure that time and flushed him out of the pocket.
I think Oakland's going to have to put pressure on him tonight. They can't afford to let him just sit back there in the pocket and look for a receiver.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Oakland has played teams Well, take Tellin last week, for instance. They've played some really good quarterbacks, and this is yet another. Bunch set near side. Now they spread out. So twin receivers to either side. Davis on the left hip. And now they send Myers even further out to the right. Here is a catch made by White. Open field, 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, and pushed out of bounds. Big pass right across the middle of the field. And wide open there was senior Nolan White. That's a 53-yard strike. You can see where, John, you give him time and he'll burn you.
Well, he can throw a bullet, can he? That was really thread the needle. Talk about it. That was awesome.
This kid, by the way, is only a sophomore.
Played a full year as a freshman. His brother was quarterback here at Maryville, Carson Jones.
Cobble and Faust and Barrett wideouts to the right. Here's a pitch over to Davis. Davis turns it up by the hashes and gets to around the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him short of that, though. Nice run there of almost 10 yards. It's going to be 9. Chase Bandy made what probably would be a touchdown-saving tackle there. Bandy on the season, 44 tackles, 7 interceptions on the year. Hopefully, he'll add to that number tonight. 2nd and 1 from the 11. Oakland defending their end zone here. Maryville trying to challenge here early. Back to pass is Jones. Looks left, now right. The pass is going to be caught over there on the far side, and it's Davis who lunges toward the end zone. It's going to be a catch and short to about the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal. He picked up 9. Boy, John, it didn't look like there was anything open, and then all of a sudden, here comes Davis out of there.
Too much time that time. He looked at 2 or 3 different receivers on that play.
1st and goal. I said from the 1. It's actually going to be placed at the 2.
And Rod will tell you, they got the big boys up at the line on that offensive line.
Under center, they go with the power I. Davis trying to plow his way into the end zone. I think he's short.
Yeah, I believe he only got a yard there.
2nd and goal from inside the 1, from where that official is standing. So between the goal line and the 1-yard line is where the Rebels have the ball. Right hash, and they're driving from right to left. Oakland defending their end zone here with a 2nd and goal inside the 1. I mean, the nose of the football is almost on the goal line. They are wasting no time. This time it's taking a little more, and now they rush to the line of scrimmage. Power I again and whistle.
I think that's
flag
on Maryville.
And it is going to be a pre-snap penalty against the Rebels, it looks like. They're backing up. That is likely going to take that run off of the table, maybe.
Well,
false start against the Rebels.
That's a 2nd and goal to a 2nd and 6. Of course, it's still 2nd and goal, but a lot further away. Oh, they're marching him down. There he goes. Touching there around the 5.
Yep.
5.5.
I mean, I'm telling you, the ball was as close to the goal line as it could be. That 5-yard penalty helps. But the ball is closer to the 5 than it is the 6, if that makes sense. 2nd and goal. Different set this time. Davis is on the right hip of Jones. Big tight end's going to line up to the right side of that line, and it's quarterback keeper. And spun down short of the goal line is Will Jones. It's 3rd down.
They're going to 3.
Yeah, they're going to put it at the 2. Just across the 2-yard line. Right hash is where the ball is. Patriots defense trying to bow up here. They have only attempted 6 field goals all season long. I bet they go for it on 4 downs if they don't get it here.
just a feeling. Jones, empty backfield from the gun. 2 receivers way out here far side. Now a man in motion is Davis. They fake to him. Jones is going to carry it. Jones, did he get in? Did he power through? He did. He just got across the plane there for the Rebel touchdown.
And a good fake there to Davis, and got the defense, just stopped him just a little for just a second, and then boom, Jones comes in for the score.
So just like in weeks past, Oakland's going to start out this game trailing Maryville here. And it's Hudson Jamerson, the junior tight end and kicker. Snap high, kick away, and it is blocked, I think. Is it good? It just crawled across. My goodness. Looked like they got a hand on it. Right now, it's the Maryville Rebels leading Oakland 7-0. Oakland coming up to bat on State Farm Prep Sports next.
Power outages are unpredictable, but with Roscoe Brown's generator services, your peace of mind doesn't have to be. Whether it's storm season or an unexpected blackout, our generators ensure that your home stays powered. Installation, maintenance, or repair, our team's ready 24/7 to respond to your needs. With Roscoe Brown, you're not just getting a generator, you're securing a lifeline for those moments that you needed the most. Ensure your home is always powered. Your family's comfort is our commitment. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and our friends over at Dr. Automotive.
Well, the Maryville Rebels strike first here. Jamerson to kick off. It's a low kick. It's going to be taken right at the 34 by the Patriots, and that is Chase Bandy. Bandy, the ball comes loose. Are they going to say he's down? I hope they do.
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious, that was scary.
He got slung around a little bit, then hit the ground, and that's when the ball came out. Jamerson not trying to give it to Morris back there, is he?
No. Let's see, Oakland, you've got Hill with 2 punt returns for touchdowns, Tutt with a kickoff return for a touchdown along with Morris, and Bandy has a punt return for a TD this year, so they're all dangerous. 1st and 10 for Oakland. First chance to see them tonight in this game against the Rebels. Here's a pitch back, and it is Morris running it across the 35 to the 37 for a 4-yard gain. Morris on the year, 838 yards, 114 carries, 16 touchdowns. He averages 7.4 yards per carry and 84 per game. It'll be first.
Give him a couple more yards there, too, about another yard.
Yep. 2nd down and 4 from the 38. 1 receiver either side. Here's going to be an inside counter, and not much pushing there up the gut for Morris. He gets it to the 40 for a 2-yard gain, and it's 3rd down. John Maryville, they marched the ball pretty methodically down the field. Didn't take a tremendous amount of time off the clock. Of course, Oakland was very explosive last week against Riverdale on their scoring drives, especially in the first half. Bandy goes out far side. He's the lone receiver around the hashes. Ball from the right hash. Pitch back to Tutt. And Tutt keeps the legs churning, and it's going to depend on forward progress here. They continue to push him back, but I think from right there it is a 1st down. Got it by a yard. So it's a first down for the Oakland Patriots.
Kept churning those legs, and that got him that extra yard that he needed.
Covert on the tackle for the Rebels. 1st and 10. The give is to Tutt. Wakes on a block. Bounces it outside. breaks one tackle and squirts past the 50-yard line before being tripped up there. A nice run, and John, what kind of patience he had, just waiting and waiting for the block, then bounced it outside. And he's down right now.
Well, he got hit right at about the 50-yard line, got a 7-yard gain, and I hope there's nothing serious wrong with him.
He pops up pretty quick.
But he got hit hard.
Yep.
Almost turned him upside down.
He is being helped.
Oh, that's not good.
Off the field right now, but he is putting pressure on both legs here as he walks off, but he is definitely a bit gimpy.
Two things about that. If you can't come back in the game and can't play, then your depth has just taken a big hit,
right,
particularly in the running back position. Although he seems to get stronger as he's walking, so hopefully.
Maybe it's just a stinger or an ankle they can tape up tighter.
Well, a stinger would put me in the hospital, but
well,
hey.
Second down and 3. Ball is right at the midfield stripe for the Patriots on the far hash. It is good to see Quentin Norfolk back out there as well. One of those anchors in the line. Here's a run to the near side, and it's going to be for a first down from DeJuan Morris to the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain. He needed but 3. Oakland keeps the chain moving across the way. Another First Bank first down with offices in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and close to 80 across the state and the southeast. That's First Bank.
So far, Maryville's defense hasn't shown me that they are able to stop the running game, so you know what Coach Creasy will do. He'll just keep going on it, keep piling it on.
Run. Creasy from under center. And this is T.T. Hill. Hill bounces it outside 40 to the 35, and a nice run by Hill to the 30-yard line. And it's good to see that young man back out there.
He cut it to the outside just perfectly, got the big gain.
He has got a huge cast on his left arm, really from his elbow down to his wrist. And that was some question about how easily he was going to be able to handle that. Cobble on the tackle. It is 1st and 10. Oakland lines up in an I this time with Creasy under center. Hill plowing up. Fullback trying to give him a few yards. He does get it to about the 27. So a 3-yard gain on 1st and 10 for Oakland. They trail 7-0, 5:05 to play here in the first quarter.
Where Maryville has not done a good job is that cut to the outside. They have not been able to get enough pursuit.
I don't know if they have the speed on the outside that Oakland has.
That's a big question. And not knowing them, we don't really know them.
Right. Hopefully that is something that Oakland can use tonight. A couple of halfbacks. It's going to be the second option with Morris coming from left to right. Now dives forward across to the 25-yard line, so a 2-yard gain on 2nd and 7. And that will make it 3rd down and close to 5. It will be 5.
Kind of not what we wanted right there. We needed a couple more yards there.
Got to get it to the 20.5-yard line here for a first down. Oakland's going to break the huddle here. They trail 7-0. It's their first possession. Bandy, lone wide out here to the right. 2 halfbacks blocking on the left side for Morris. Waits on those blocks. Tries to bounce it outside. Breaks one tackle. Now flags fly. He doesn't get the first down. And I'm worried about the flag.
From Maryville's reaction, it doesn't look good.
May have been a hold over there on that far side, try to spring Morris forward, and it is against Oakland, and it is a hold. So that is a huge 10-yard penalty. By the way, I was talking to Bob Bugg before the game, and we were talking about a few keys. And one of those being penalties, I did write down this statistic because notoriously Maryville is really good at not making mistakes.
Correct. They have. That's been their history.
Well, they have 68 yards in penalties on average for the season. Oakland, 98 yards in penalties for the season. That is a huge difference, this being the first one against Oakland here. And it makes this a more difficult 3rd and 14 back at the 34. Need to get it across the 21 for a first down. Creasy in the pocket. Flushes him out. Pass incomplete, intended for Morris. He was on the run. Tried to make a diving catch, but there is a flag. And could this be roughing the passer?
I'm not sure. He came out of the pocket, so I don't know.
I guess that's true. It is back there around the original line of scrimmage.
Seemed more like a hold to me, but I don't know.
It is, and it's against Oakland. It's declined, and it'll be 4th down. So Oakland with a decision to make here, and I bet you they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
4th and 14 at the 34 of Maryville. Creasy was on the sideline, came trotting back out. So on 4th and 14, they'll get one more shot. Need 14 yards for a first down. Crowd on both sides beginning to roar. Creasy out of the pocket again. He's in trouble, and he is going to be sacked. Ball comes loose. There's a flag. And they're going to say the ball is down.
Roughing the passer there, I believe.
I do think so. I mean, they picked him up and body slammed him. And this could be a huge, huge break.
And there was really no sense in that.
No, they had him. But, I mean, it was picked him up, body slammed him. There's some discussion. All the Oakland players are around the officials. Maryville is kind of away from the ball. Now, if it's from where the infraction occurred, it's not going to be I guess it would be an automatic first down, because that would be a personal foul. And that is the indication here. Personal foul, Maryville. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Play of the day right now.
Sure is.
I mean, there was no sense in that at all. I mean, it was just, they had him. All he had to do was tackle him. It's not like Kyler's like 6'5", 280.
No. Boy, and that's going to put the ball right at the 20-yard line. So Oakland now is in the John Day legal red zone at the 19, actually. So 1st and 10, and Oakland after that penalty in the John Day legal red zone. The law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com.
That's one of those plays that you were talking about with Bobby.
Yep.
That they don't usually do.
They usually don't, no. They've got to get the chain crew situated on the far side, and now Coach Derek Hunt wants to know why was that flag thrown. But, John, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, that was just – I mean, he just picked him up and threw him on the ground.
I mean, he was already down when he picked him up and threw him down. That was the thing.
In fact, they were calling the whistle. I mean, the whistle was blowing.
They blew the whistle, and then the body slam, then the flag. And looks like we've got a Maryville timeout here. 3:30 to play, first quarter. Maryville leads 7-0. Oakland in the red zone when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Toots. Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and I'm here with my dad, Wade. Dad, what's your favorite food at Toots?
Well, you know my favorite thing has not changed. It's our fall-off-the-bone Danish baby back ribs. I love those.
And they're $14.99 on Saturdays and Sundays all weekend long. Thank you, Rutherford County, for 39 amazing years. Swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations for some good food and fun.
Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight is brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, and State Farm.
Only game in town, only Rutherford County team playing. It's the semifinals for the 27th year in a row for Rutherford County and 30 out of the last 31. Oakland in their 11th straight semifinal here. Have it 1st and 10 at the Maryville 19. Ooh, direct snap to Morris. He bobbles it, and now he's going to be spun down after a short gain of a couple there. Boy, that ball is really, really cold, John, and hard as a rock.
Well, and I think he maybe taken his eye off the ball just a little bit.
Kind of juggled it there.
Yeah.
Covert on the tackle. 99 tackles for him on the season. That leads the team for Maryville. 13 for loss, an interception, a PAT, and a field goal block for him this year. 2nd down and 9 from the 18 for Oakland. Under center is Creasy this time. Pitch back. And waiting on the blockers, bouncing it outside 15, 10, 5. It's Tutt to the end zone. Yes! Tutt in. An 18-yard run, and that is Tutt's 17th TD of the season.
Well, I guess his foot's okay.
Tutt
Great run.
Just waited on those blockers. Wonderfully done there and executed by the Oakland Patriots, and Tutt did all the hard work there. We're an extra away from being tied here in this football game. That's a Toots touchdown, by the way. Toots, good food and fun with 4 Rutherford County locations. The extra point is up, and it is good by Hernandez, and we're tied at 7 apiece. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here for the kickoff. Oakland just tied the game, and a personal foul penalty really kept that drive alive. High sky kick is going to be fair caught by the Rebels and Nolan White, and it'll be at the 30-yard line where they will start on their series.
Our game tonight brought to you by JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna, and Las Casas Feed Supply.
In the first quarter, it's Houston 3, Ravenwood nothing. A 28-yard field goal by Houston. That's the other 6A semifinal. Here Jones going to work with an empty backfield. 5 receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the near side as they move right to left. He's back to pass. And steps up, now he's going to run it. 35 slides down, and he is going to pick up 8 yards.
How many yards did he have running? Because he's a little better runner than I anticipated.
469 on 70 carries.
Okay.
And for a quarterback, their carries are going to be higher. Sometimes it's a 1-yard plunge. Sometimes they lose yards on the run. But he has 5 rushing touchdowns on the season, too. Creasy, by the way, 28 carries, 62 yards rushing. So he is a pretty decent runner back there and a good threat.
I think Dad tells Kyler, don't run.
Well, maybe so. Yeah. Ball is on the right hash at the 42-yard line. Going to be Davis on the run. Davis gets to the second level and across the plane for a first down, gets it to the 42.5-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down. He picks up 6. Well, John, for a team that's passed for 2,100 yards, they do run it a little more than I thought.
Well, one thing, they did it differently. They had the pass set up the run, which is kind of opposite of what you usually see.
Cobble and Barrett are your near side receivers. White is one of two on the far side, along with Davis. I think that's Davis, although there is a back in there. Jones steps up, now back in the gun. Kind of an audible there. Minute 19 to play. It is Davis now on the left hip. He's blocking, blind side, pass across the middle, caught by White. He's the one who burned us a minute ago for 53 yards and is going to get it down to the Oakland 38-yard line, and that's a pickup of 19 yards. Ramsey made the tackle for Oakland. Ramsey, 28 tackles on the season, 1.5 for loss. Has an interception, 5 pass breakups on the year. It's a first down for the Rebels. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter, tied at 7. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the right. Tight end blocking here on the near side is Big Jamerson. And Jones changes the play. Back in the gun now. 2 receivers right side. He's passing to the left. High fly ball to Faust, incomplete, and now a flag thrown.
Yeah, I believe he got him, Brian.
There was a little bumping going on. Hands went into the air by the Oakland defender. But that looks like that is going to be...
He slowed him down a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid that if he didn't do that, it might have been a touchdown anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
May not be a bad penalty there.
But I don't know that the receiver ever had a really good look at the ball as it was going, trying to go over his shoulder.
That is going to put the ball after the penalty there to the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10 Rebels at the 23 of Oakland. Davis on the right hip of Jones. Sophomore Will Jones sends their tight end, Jamerson, in motion. Lines up here on the near side. And almost had Davis in the backfield. He bounces into the second level now and gets it to about the 17-yard line. Boy, we had him for a loss, John. He squeaked through there.
And a great move there. He avoided one tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Then he wiggled his way up to another 4 or 5 yards.
Rebels will have the ball at the 17-yard line of Oakland when we start the second quarter of play. That's coming up next right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
It's football time in Tennessee. Of course, that means tailgating and travel. Don't fumble due to a poorly maintained vehicle. At Dr. Automotive, we're here to help you score, whether it be a length of the field drive or a quick pick 6. We'll help you tackle brake repair, heating issues, battery needs, and maintenance as you march downfield. We're on your team and here to make sure that you're ready for the big game. At Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Go deep.
Participating in Murfreesboro's special census could help bring more funding to our city. $175 per resident per year. Here's Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
Those dollars shared with us will greatly benefit our community, build roads, maintain parks, improve public safety, and much more.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
You know what, Brian?
What, John?
Our game tonight, our semifinal game, is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack, the whole family. I mean, all the State Farm family. Also, Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, and the law offices of John Day.
We certainly appreciate every one of them, for sure.
Got us a good ball game here, tied 7-7 here going into the second quarter.
Second quarter, start of the second. We've moved sides of the field here, so Maryville moving left to right, and there's going to be a whistle and a flag. This was before the snap. So let's see from the white hat. And it's going to be false start against Maryville. I like that.
Those are penalties that just drive a coach crazy.
Yep. Well, that takes the ball from inside the 20 to now the 22-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Barrett, one of the two receivers far side. The other is Cobble. 2 near side. It's Faust and White. Davis on the left hip of Jones. Jones back to pass. Oakland brings some pressure. They zip it downfield, and another flag. I don't know about that one. The other one I could see, but this is going to be another pass interference penalty. Boy, Jones can get the ball there in a hurry. It is pretty remarkable, honestly.
Thus is part of the problem.
Yeah. Kevin Creasy is not happy.
I didn't get a good look at that one, but
well,
you mean some Hollywood?
I think, yeah, Rod was just saying that
Hollywood
there was
acting going on.
A little bit of, like throwing your hands in the air, like where's the flag, and then it came out. So the Rebels will now have it 1st and 10. Now the ball at the 12-yard line, closer to the 11 actually. We're going to call it 11.
And the worst thing is it's a first down.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 11. We're tied up here 7-7. Played less than a minute here in the first half, second quarter. Now the Jamerson in motion has got to be a pre-snap penalty there. It's going to be a false start on him. He jumped, even though he was in motion. He did like a little head bob there. So that'll cost him a few yards. And puts the ball back now at the 17. Make it 16. 1st and 15 from the 16. That's not right. It's closer to the 17. They've got to get to the 2 to get a first down. Closest to the right hash is where the ball is. Wide side is the left. 2 receivers there. Backfield empty for Jones. He sends Davis in motion. It's a sweep. No, he keeps it. And Oakland was not fooled on that, as Jones is going to be smashed down at the 14-yard line. Picks up just a yard. Looks like Justin Barber, the leading defender on that. And on the season, 62 tackles, 8.5 for loss, 2.5 sacks, 4 quarterback hurries, and 2 fumble recoveries for number 15.
Jones tried to get him to bait, but they didn't bite.
I did. They did.
Oh, yeah, you had him all the way.
I did.
Yeah.
I was following Davis.
Well, he would have scored if you.
Yeah, he sure would have. He was wide open. I'm glad he did. Here is Davis on the draw, up the middle, down to the 10. He'll pick up a 4. And it's 3rd down now. And 8. Williams with a tackle for Oakland. Cullen, 55 tackles, 5 for loss. Also has an interception and 3 quarterback hurries on the season. Here's a big 3rd down. Oakland's defense being challenged here. Tie ball game, 7 apiece. Semifinals tonight. It's 3rd and 8 from the 10. Little different look this time. 1 receiver to either side. Tight ends blocking on this right side. Does the play come this way? And I think the play clock ran out. And Maryville just does get their timeout. We'll take it as well. 3rd and 8 for Maryville when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here as Maryville has it 3rd down and 8 from the Oakland 10-yard line. They had to call a timeout. Play clock got down. Well, it's not even on, actually. Jones fakes the run. Now he's going to dump it left side. There is some room over there. Can they get him down? Yes, short of the first down. Down at about the 6 or 7. That he was Davis, by the way, the safety valve, picked up 4. And it was Tutt who made the tackle there. And on 4th down, it looks like they're going to bring out Hudson Jamerson.
That was a big play by Tutt. Hold on to him. Looked like that was going to develop pretty good.
Now, they have been known to do some trickery in situations like this. It's 4th and 5. It's going to be Coulter to hold. And this will be a 23-yard field goal attempt for Jamerson. It is up, and it is plenty good. So Jamerson now 5 of 7 on field goals, and Maryville retakes the lead. 9:33 to play. First half on State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services.
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
To meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications.
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy.
Specifically for you.
Compounds for weight loss.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
The liquid, suppository.
All to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here at Oakland High School and ready for the Maryville kickoff.
Well, Maryville got something out of that, and I guess it's a win for Oakland.
Jamerson's kickoff is going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Oakland will have it at the 20-yard line.
He's got a pretty good boot. Our game tonight brought to you by the Murfreesboro Special Census being conducted now. Counting everyone means more state dollars to improve roads, parks, and services. Fill out the fast, easy, and secure form at murfreesborocensus.com. Complete the census at murfreesborocensus.com.
Yeah, they have drawings too, so if you complete it, you're in the running for a $100 gift card. They're giving away 3.
Oh, that would be nice. I could give one to you for your birthday. For Christmas. No, your birthday too.
Here's DeJuan Morris trying to run it right side. He's turned. He's spun down right at the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard out of that, though, a half a yard. It'll be second down and 9.5.
They've done a pretty good job on Morris. He's gotten probably his biggest gain was like 5 yards, but Tutt's the one that's killed him. And TT had a nice little run, too.
He did, didn't he? Brown going to block there on the right side of that line. He's being joined over there by Ellison. And here's a screen pass. And Tutt, 25-30, 35-40 down the sideline, 50. He's at the 40, foot race 30, and just runs out of bounds. We'll see where they push, where he just ran out of bounds. He thought he was going to get clobbered. They caught up to him, but Craig Tutt running at 55 big yards to the 25-yard line. What did you say, John? Craig Tutt's killing him right now?
Yep, and this is a case where big plays for Oakland.
1st and 10 at the 25 of Maryville. Here's DeJuan Morris running right side. Waits on a block that doesn't happen, and he's taken down at the 24, picked up a yard. Boy, these yards on the inside have been tough, but John, I'm not so sure if the outside, if we can get a ball on a sweep or something like that and get the ball outside, looks like we have more speed. 2nd and 9 as Rutledge made that tackle for the Rebels. 73 on the year.
Kyler Creasy a little credit too. That screen pass worked beautifully.
Yep.
He does those little things. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
And he was running for his life.
Yeah.
Offset eye in the backfield. It's Morris. Bounces it to the outside, and they make a shoestring tackle.
That was a great tackle by
was.
Maryville. You don't usually see somebody catch up to him like that.
Smith, I think, 17. McNelly. He's had 3 tackles for loss on the season. 3rd and 9 now for Oakland. They trail 10-7 with 7:20 to play here in the first half. Furlon Henderson is to the right. 2 more receivers near side. And now Creasy is in a world of trouble, and he's sacked. All the way back to the 35-yard line. His pocket collapsed. He tried to stay in there. They're going to put him down at the 33, though. Well, John, you didn't want that. Now it's 4th and long. 4th and 18.
Yeah, and if you don't get anything, it probably takes you out of field goal range.
Fourth and 18 from the 33-yard line.
I don't know what kind of play they're going to run here, but I don't know if I would try to get at least half of it. Well, they got to go. That's 4th down.
It's 4th down, yeah.
Got to go.
And they've got Chase Bandy at quarterback. It's a little flea flicker, and it is a pass caught by Bandy from the quarterback, Creasy. Bandy flipped it to Creasy. Creasy gets it to Bandy, and he's going to be 2 yards short.
Nice play, nice execution. Just wasn't enough. 18 yards is a lot to get, but
yep. So the Rebels take over with the lead and the ball for the first time tonight. 10-7.
Give Maryville credit. They made a couple of nice tackles in that drive.
6:05 to play in this first half. We need a stop on defense.
Yes.
They've had too easy of a time to at least get it into scoring range. Jones fakes the handoff, passes to the left, wide and incomplete.
That's the worst pass he's thrown tonight. Everything else has been pretty much on target.
Yeah, that was way outside, intended for Britton Barrett, I think.
Well, try to hold him here and get the ball back.
Yep. 2nd and 10 now. Rebels at the 20. Well, Oakland going for it, John. At least Maryville had to start at the 20, which is pretty good considering it was 4th and 18.
Yeah, getting that extra 15, 16 yards was huge.
2nd down. Wide side is the near side. Ball is from the left hash. It's a draw. Nothing up the middle. Not a thing. Absolutely nothing for Davis. Maybe lost a yard. They did to the 19.
I think Oakland's made some adjustments because we haven't seen Jones make that throw up the middle or any of that for the last couple of series.
I hope that wasn't setting up this. As Jones works from an empty backfield. 3 to the right. 2 receivers left, sending 5 wide. Oakland crowd is loud. Jones ready for the snap. Two-step drop. Burns it across the middle and dropped. Incomplete, intended for Cobble. Cobble tried to one-hand grab it there. It would have been a miraculous play, but Oakland with good defense, it falls incomplete. That would have been short of the first down.
And honestly, well, on that kind of play, that ball was thrown just a little bit too hard. I mean, you got to get a little touch on it and get it in front of him where he can try to make a catch.
Gaynor with the breakup there. And the Rebels forced to punt for the first time tonight. On 4th and 11 from their own 19-yard line. Boy, what a nice punt. Morris, fair catch, right around the 44-yard line. And that's where Oakland will take over here. Well, John, your defense did what they needed to do. Now it's time for the offense to go to work with 5:02 to play in the half.
Yeah, and got it back in really good field position. And you already had them out on the field a little bit, their defense, and now you're going to get them back out there again without that much rest.
You know, many times, John, just flipping the field is a big thing. And Oakland, last week, for instance, had bad field position for a while. So hopefully this helps with that. 1st and 10, Creasy fakes the handoff, has some time in the pocket, flings it down. Morris, incomplete. Didn't quite get it to Dewan, who was covered step for step out there.
I know he wasn't, but that almost looked like it was somebody hit him as he released it. It had a man open there, and I just don't think he just put enough oomph on it.
Bryson Barrett was defending on that play. You've got Britton and Bryson. 2nd down and 10 for Oakland at their own 44. High backfield. Morris in motion. Lines up there on the right side. It's a pitch back to Tutt. Tutt is going to be grabbed at the 45-yard line, so only picks up a yard. That was a nice tackle there by the Rebels. And it's 3rd down. 9 yards to go. Need a first down here for Oakland to keep this drive alive. 4:27 to play in the half. They are down 10-7. Sear on the Maryville tackle. Oakland sending 2 to either side receivers. And a little screen to Morris. Morris is going to be wrapped up. Caught it at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. John, he had to hesitate for just a moment and couldn't. I don't know if he bobbled the ball trying to control it or what, but
it was, to me, just really good defense. They had him pegged from the moment he was the target, and they didn't let him go. They've done a much better job on Morris the last 3 or 4 series here, and unfortunately, we weren't able to take advantage of it.
Sear with that great tackle. And the Oakland punt by Moore is away, and it's going to take a nice bounce for Oakland, thankfully. And Oakland tries to wave it on down. It's going to be down at about the 20.
Well, if you've got a break, and I don't mean like a car break, but if you've got a break on your body, it's Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA steps up when the play breaks down. For more information on how TOA surgical specialists can get you back in the game, visit TOA.com. 10-7 is our score. Maryville leading with 3:20 to go here in the half.
TOA has a lot of titanium.
They do. I've got a little in mine.
Yeah.
Knee.
1st and 10 for the Rebs. And it's a fake by Jones. Oh, what a crushing blow there as the pass was complete to Faust. But Oakland stopped him for 3. Ramsey. That was punishing, Gus.
Yeah, he paid for that one.
2nd and 7. Under 3 minutes to go now. 3 receivers right. 2 in a little, one in front of the other bunch. It's going to be completed to Davis. He was at the back end of that. Davis going to be tackled at the 36-yard line, and that's going to be enough to move the chain for a first down Maryville. That picks up 12 yards. And it was Chase Bandy who made the tackle for Oakland.
You know, I didn't think he'd get as much out of that play, but it was just the ball was thrown so quickly to him. And he faked one way and then threw the other way.
Jones is back to pass again. Another little screen pass, almost tipped. It's going to be complete to Davis and gets to the 39. And looks like a pickup there of 2.
Looks like Maryville just trying to throw them different looks and let them see different things.
Yep. They have definitely thrown a lot of looks. And they passed to Davis more than I thought they would tonight. Although he does have, coming into the game, 22 catches for 258 yards. 2nd and 8.
Maybe taking what the defense is giving them, too.
Maybe so. Short side is the near side as the ball is on the right hash. 2 receivers here, 2 at the far side. Hashes in numbers. Here's Jones slinging it, and caught in stride is Faust. Faust has the angle, but caught from behind, thankfully. But they're going to have it in the red zone. And that was a heck of a catch there by William Cullen, I think, 32. I didn't think he had a chance to catch him, and he did. Because Faust had the angle, and that's a 47-yard strike.
I could see that play developing because when that receiver, they went out to the outside and one cut it back into the middle. Jones saw him perfectly, had plenty of time to throw. We've got to put a little more pressure on him.
Ball at the 14 now. 1st and 10. Minute 42 to play. There's been a 53-yarder and now that 47-yarder, the big strikes tonight. Jones going to run it himself. He's running for his life right now and going to be mashed down after a short pickup. Clock still running now. Picks up a couple. Caleb Ellison was the first man there to meet him, and Caleb is always angry.
Ellison's had a great year, hadn't he? I mean, that's...
Yep. 101 tackles, 6 for loss, 3 defensive breakups, 2 quarterback hurries, 2 recovered fumbles. 2nd and 9 now. Minute 7. Clock counting. Davis lined up behind Jones, the quarterback. He's going to help block and protect. And Jones has time. Now nobody to throw to. Steps up in the pocket and runs it himself and slides down at the 5. It's going to be short of the first down, though, and the clock's still running. Going to have to get a 3rd and short stop here. John, you have to think after that 7-yard pickup, they're going to have to take a shot at the end zone here.
Well, they better hurry.
35 seconds. Play clock is at 30, right about the same as the game clock. 2 wideouts to either side. It's going to be Davis running it up the middle, push back. He gets to the 5, and do they call a timeout? If they don't call a timeout here, they do, finally, with 15 seconds. That'll give them one shot. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. 10-7. Maryville is driving on State Farm Prep Sports.
You know, one has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you in part by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, along with Wilson Bank and Trust. The Ideas Tees halftime show is coming up for you here after 15 seconds. That's what's left in this first half, and the Rebels lead 10-7 and are driving. Would certainly love to get another stop here on 4th and 1. Kind of feel like they're going to kick a field goal. It's Jamerson. 23-yard field goal attempt for Jamerson. He's already connected on one from there. They shift at the line of scrimmage, and they may have drawn Oakland off sides.
Oh, me.
That was the plan all along.
Yeah.
I told you they're a sneaky bunch. Flags flew in from every direction. Kevin Creasy is standing on the 20, pleading his case. It's against Maryville. They can't believe it. Wowee. You just never know. It's kind of impossible to tell from right here. But that is going to be a 5-yard penalty, puts the ball back at the 10. Let's see.
27.
That'd make it a 27-yard field goal attempt now. 27-yard field goal attempt for Hudson Jamerson. He connected from 23 earlier. They bring some pressure to try to block it, but this one has plenty of distance and is good. So the Rebels, with 10 seconds to play in the half, score once again, and they lead now by a score of 13-7 on State Farm Prep Sports.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game today brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane, near Medical Center Parkway. That's State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700.
The Rebels with back-to-back field goals to extend their lead, 13-7. Maryville scored, then Oakland tied, then Maryville with their first field goal, a 23-yarder, then the 27-yarder. That leaves 10 seconds on the clock. Maybe a big return here for Oakland. Let's see. I bet they squib it. No, they don't. It is taken, picked up after being dropped by Oakland, and that's Hill. And Hill going to be down at the 15-yard line, and Oakland's got 4 seconds to work with here. So we'll see what they can do. You never know with their explosive backs like Morris and Tutt and Hill, who has seen some action tonight for the first time in a while after breaking his arm. Got a huge cast on his left arm, really from his elbow down to his wrist. They're going to it looks like they're going to take a knee here and go to the locker room, and that's the case. So Oakland downs it, and we are headed to halftime. This is not unfamiliar territory to the Oakland Patriots, I will say. They trailed last week at the half. They've trailed several times at the half. They're down 13-7, and maybe one of the best second-half coaches that you'll find in Kevin Creasy. So Oakland fans, hang in there with us. This one is far, far from over. Your halftime score, Maryville 13, Oakland 7. Stay with us. The Ideas Tees halftime show, that's coming up next right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715. For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help your pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And welcome back. It's the Ideas Tees halftime show. It's 13-7, Maryville leading Oakland here at halftime. Are you looking for the best in school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items in Rutherford County? Well, look no further than Ideas Tees. Plus, don't miss out on officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear at Raider Tees. They have tees, polos, hats, and more, and they've got everything you need to show your Blue Raider pride. Visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road, just off Broad Street, between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Stop by and discover how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Learn more at ideastees.com. 13-7, Maryville leading. It's been an interesting game. Let's go to our Dr. Automotive report with Rod Edwards. Rod, it's been an interesting game. Not near as much scoring as I thought there would be. And different styles, mostly Oakland on the ground and Maryville pretty much in the air.
Right. Now, we were told that they're pretty well balanced, but I think their plan is that they can be more successful in the air, and many times they haven't had a runner in the backfield with the quarterback, and everybody split out. That's when they've hurt us in the middle field. But once they get down around the 20, things tighten up, and things have been a little slower.
Yeah, it's hard to send everybody out like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's part of it. They've adjusted to our speed somewhat. And, of course, we may have to see what comes out, because that first series is going to be big for Oakland when they come back.
And I really thought the Maryville defense was really tough in those last 2 series against Oakland.
Yes.
Running the football. We had the one big play on the screen pass to Tutt, but other than that, it was not much.
So they're probably going to use some different variations of what they've been using to try to change things, change the rhythm, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
Well, that's your Dr. Automotive live report. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASC certified auto repair for decades. They grew up here and are your neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair, Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at smyrnaautorepair.com. Time for the Craig's Tax Service first half replays, and unfortunately I don't have a lot to report, but Maryville got on the scoreboard first on a 2-yard run by their quarterback Jones to make it 7-0. But then Oakland answered with 2:42 to go in the first quarter on this 18-yard run by Craig Tutt.
Pitch back. And waiting on the blockers, bouncing it outside 15, 10, 5. It's Tutt to the end zone. Yes! Tutt in an 18-yard run, and that is Tutt's 17th TD of the season.
The train came. I guess the foot's okay. The train came through, and it was 7-7. The extra point was good. Maryville got on the board again with a 24-yard field goal with 9:33 to go in the half. And with 10 seconds to go in the half, a 27-yard field goal to make it 13-7. And that is our score here at halftime, with Maryville leading it 13-7. That's your Craig's Tax Service first half recaps, replays, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today, 615-890-2233. Craig's Tax Service is at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. Mike Brandon and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, salute all Rutherford County teams this season and look forward to a great second half in tonight's game. Time to look at our first half stats. Defensively, I think both teams have played well, Rod.
Yes, more of a defensive struggle. Last week it was higher-powered offense. This week it is, defense. The first half is dominating. It may change in the second half, but, that's been the big part, like you said.
And you've got the tackles.
Okay, you ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, for Maryville, Casey Cobble has 3 tackles. Max Sir has 4 tackles. Zach Hampy has 3 tackles and 2 sacks, but he's the one that got overzealous and did a little body slam along with it, which actually ended
really
up
hurt, didn't it?
A penalty that, Oakland would have been punting the ball. Instead, they gave him new life, and they ended up scoring the touchdown.
Helped us, hurt them. We'll take it.
That's right. Okay, for the Oakland Patriots, Justin Barber has led the team with 4 tackles. Gus Ramsey's had 3. Had a really nice tackle potential reception. Caleb Elson 3 and Colin Williams 3.
All right, and again, it's been a really pretty defensive game here so far in this one. Let's take a look at the offensive stats brought to you by Fan Seating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies for Maryville. Will Jones, 6 carries, 23 yards. Price Davis, 7 carries, 27 yards. And Jones is 9 of 12 for 136 yards. We've been hurt bad by 2 big passes, 1 of 53 and 1 of 47. For Oakland, DeJuan Morris has 23 yards on 10 carries. Tutt, 4 carries, 29 yards. T.T. Hill, 1 carry, 15 yards. Creasy was sacked for a minus 9 yards. Creasy, 3 of 5 for the game, 66 yards. First half rushing for Oakland, 58. They passed for 66 for 124 yards. And Maryville has 186 yards, mostly due to the air, the passing game in this first half. Again, those stats brought to you by Fan Seating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophy. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back, and we will have a scoreboard update and our keys to the second half coming up.
Hi, this is Dan at Music World and Drummers Den. We have new things going on here for Christmas. We have gift cards available for any amount from $1 up to whatever you want to spend on it. We have Christmas specials going on. Our prices are competitive. Sometimes we're even below the online prices. We have layaway plans available, and this is real popular at Christmas. Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church, right across the street from Indian Hills Golf Course.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes, and I'm sitting here with my son Nick and my grandson Jack. Jack, we know what you like, chicken fingers and curly fries. But Nick, what's your favorite thing at Toots?
Hot wings.
Well, that's come from the Wing King.
Thank you, Rutherford County, for 39 amazing years. So swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. Toots, good food and fun since 1985. Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee.
As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
All right, we're ready for a scoreboard update. We've got some scores from other areas. I almost called you Dalton. Brian, if you will kind of update us on what's going on around games that are kind of interest to us.
Well, certainly the big score that we are interested in is the Houston-Ravenwood game, and that is down at Germantown, Houston. That was the team that beat Oakland in the championship last year. They're playing Ravenwood, the team that beat Oakland in the regular season, in overtime here on their field. And the score at halftime, Houston 10, Ravenwood 7. So that is the halftime score there.
May not get that rematch if that continues, you know.
Well, if Oakland can win, you'll get a rematch against somebody, either the team that beat you in the championship game or beat you this year. So we'll see. And John, I really think that this 6A playoff is wide open. If you can get there, you got just as good a chance as your opponent. There's no clear-cut winner and, clear-cut, this is the team to beat here in Class 6A, which is making this very interesting down the stretch.
We will not have a coach's show tomorrow due to the Thanksgiving weekend break, but we'll be back on the air the following Saturday, beginning at 9 for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's of Murfreesboro. And we'll have boys basketball, and it'll be Riverdale, Smyrna, Blackman from 9 to 9:30, Laverne at 9:45, Oakland at 10, Stewart's Creek 10:15 a.m., Rockville 10:30, Siegel 10:45, and Eagleville at 11 a.m. And then you can join us for MTCS Cougar Corner, presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance at 11:15 a.m. We've got the schedule of times on our website at WGNSSports.com. And if you've missed your favorite coaches segment, you can listen back on demand at WGNSSports.com and wherever you listen to podcast audio.
Hopefully we'll have Coach Creasy on next week somehow. So
you're going to try to do that?
We'll
okay.
Squeeze him in somewhere along the way if we can get the Patriots there.
13-7 our score. We'll be back with more of the IDIS-T's halftime show after this timeout.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right insulation. Roscoe Brown & Carrier offer comprehensive insulation services that not only enhance your comfort but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the IDIS-T's halftime show.
Time now for the keys to the second half, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
Rod Edwards joining me back. And, Rod, in this first half, one thing hasn't happened, and any turnovers, no interceptions.
Right.
It's been a clean game for the most part. Some penalties that have hurt both teams.
Mm-hmm. Probably caught scores.
Oakland's going to get the ball first here in the second half. You mentioned it off air. You think that's going to be the key here in this second half?
I do. They're going to make some adjustments. They're going to have to make sure you keep keep your blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're basically learned that, hey, you go to the ball. As soon as you can beat your block, everybody's coming from every direction. People are coming that have been blocked out, they've come back up, catching them. Because they realize that that's the danger right here. Oakland's going to have to come up with a little more than they have it in their offense. We've seen it before where misdirection, things to get them off balance where they can Tut or Morris break something. That's a big part. Another thing, defensively, they've got to stop that long bomb.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to be able to mix it up. Maybe some rushes sometimes. We bring a linebacker to catch them off guard. Don't let them get comfortable. Mix it up. But the coverage, hopefully they can look at it and get that corrected because
they did give him a little pressure early, but he did recover from it. Jones did, and I think they kind of stayed away from it after that. But they need to get back to is what you're saying.
Right.
All right, that's your Rayburn Insurance Keys to the Game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. As a locally owned agency in Smyrna, they offer the personalized service you won't get from big out-of-state providers. For auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, talk to Rick Hall, providing competitive prices and local advice. It's 13-7, Maryville leading by 6. Oakland will get the ball back in the second half of play, and we will return with the play-by-play story after we take this commercial break.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Did you know that participating in Murfreesboro Special Census could help bring more funding to our city? This is Mayor Shane McFarland. An accurate population count means more shared state revenue for things like road repairs, park improvements, and new sidewalks. It's quick and easy. Visit murfreesborocensus.com or look for a letter from the city with a prepaid return envelope.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Help Murfreesboro get its fair share. Visit murfreesborocensus.com, complete the special census today, and you could qualify for a $100 gift card.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part tonight by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Also, we want to thank Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Cal Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. One stat I want to give before I turn it back over to you, Brian. 7 first downs for Maryville in the first half. They had 35 yards worth of penalties. Oakland, 5 first downs in the first half. They had 25 yards of penalties. So although they haven't had that many penalties, they have been costly at times, particularly I would think for Maryville more so than Oakland.
You know, something pretty amazing. Since these two teams have played every year since 2017 or 2014 rather, in the semifinals, all but twice the winner of this game has won the state title. That's pretty amazing. Over 11 years, only twice has that not happened, and Oakland got there both of those years. That would be actually it's only one. No, two. Yeah, see, Oakland finished runner-up in 2016.
That was Houston, wasn't it? Did we play Houston, or did I have that wrong?
That was last year.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying since we've played Maryville, the eventual state champion has been the winner of this game in every year except one. I said two, but except one.
Oh, I was thinking about one that, yeah.
And last year Oakland finished runner-up, but they didn't play Maryville. They played Bradley Central. So, but very interesting history between these two teams.
That's the Bradley Central's with the restaurant that Rod liked so much. The Bradley Central. Yeah, he really
I
loved
guess.
that, yeah.
I can't remember now. We've had so many trips. But Oakland has won 3 in a row in this series. Hopefully they'll continue with that tonight. Trailing here at the half, 13-7. Second half just a minute or so away. I want to say hello to Terry Cunningham, who is listening from New York City tonight. She loves the cowbell, I think.
What's she doing in New York City?
I have no idea.
Wow. Probably some kind of Thanksgiving holiday.
Well, maybe.
Independent Wealthy, you can do that kind of thing.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know if she is or not. She did work for the county government.
Melvin.
Well, Melvin, that's
money,
true.
yeah.
That's true. And I want to say hello to Ronnie Eakes. I saw Ronnie at the grocery store of all places this week. And, Ronnie was my sophomore English teacher when I went to Oakland.
Oh, so you blame me for your English problem. I didn't know that. That was a little known fact. Okay.
Well, Miss Jarman helped correct me in all those things later on.
Boy, she sure did.
But actually, it was Ronnie who said, you don't belong in this class.
Oh, so he moved you
and
down?
he moved me up.
Oh, up.
Yeah, up to honors English. And anyway, it was good catching up with him. He listens a lot, listens all the time, he said. So good to have him along with us tonight. And all of those folks who are listening on WGNS Radio, on our streaming platforms. And, yes, we have it on our video platforms without video. That's because of some of the postseason restrictions. But anyway, we will have high school basketball for you next week as well. It's our first basketball game of the season, and it will be a Rutherford County matchup. It'll be Riverdale and Eagleville on Tuesday night from Riverdale High School and Johnny Parsley Memorial Gym. For those people who say, we only do Oakland games. Anyway, second half ready to get underway here. This opening drive of the second half going to be very, very important for the Patriots. As we get underway, they will receive the football. You might remember they won the toss but deferred to the second half. See, Oakland is going to be moving from right to left here in this third quarter. And they send their returners deep. There's Morris, there's Tutt, and there is Hill. So that's a big 1-2-3 punch back there to return the football. They have to go over to the Maryville sideline and say, come on, guys, let's play football here. Let's see, what is the temperature? That makes me wonder here now. Looks like we have cooled to 29 degrees.
Going to get a frost tonight.
Yep. Going to have a pretty good one tonight.
I've already put air in my tires.
I still haven't done that.
Yeah, I put air in my tires to try to precautionary. But
yeah. It's going to be cold next week, too. Just prepare for that. Here's Hudson Jamerson. I love that name. To kick it off here to Oakland as the second half is underway. It is going to be returnable from the 1, and that is DeJuan Morris. Morris carries it to the 21-yard line, and that's where Oakland will start here some 79 yards away from pay dirt.
I think Rod made a good point at halftime. One good drive here to open up this second half. You get a score, you're up. So that's important. And the fact that Maryville didn't get a touchdown on that last drive they had with 10 seconds to go, I thought was kind of a huge play for the Oakland defense.
Field goals of 23 and 27 yards give Maryville the 6-point edge. Here's Tutt into the second level, 25, and to the 30, all the way up to about the 33-yard line, and a nice run by Craig Tutt right up the gut for 13. And that was White on the tackle.
That was a good start there for Oakland.
33 tackles and 1 interception for White on the season for the Rebels.
Reese Smith leading the way on that one, on the offensive line.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from the left hash. Inside counter. And to the 35. And it was Tutt on the carry. Actually got to the 36-yard line. So picked up 3. And it'll be second down and about 7. Just underway here in the second half. I did see a couple of Oakland students come through the crowd saying, we need you in the second half. The 12th man here tonight. Second down, here's Morris. Into the second level, 40, 45, to the 50, breaks the tackle, cuts it outside, 40. He's at the 35, and he breaking tackles left and right. Finally out of bounds at the 34-yard line of Maryville. Mr. Morris runs it for 30 big ones.
A little bit more like it. The holes have gotten a little bit bigger. And huge run.
It'll be 1st and 10 after the First Bank first down Patriots. I backfield. Creasy to Morris. Morris running it outside. Nice stiff arm. They try to pull him down and a flag thrown. And then he's just pummeled to the ground. I'm not sure what this is going to be. It may be a face mask. I'm not 100% sure.
Horse collar, maybe.
Horse collar, yeah, there you go. Just where that flag came in there.
Well, they're pointing to Oakland, though.
Here's the white hat.
They're pointing to Oakland.
Personal foul, face mask, Oakland.
I think Morris.
That stiff arm of Morris.
Yeah, caught his face mask.
Sure did. Boy, that's unfortunate. Don't see that very often called on the offense. And sometimes it's incidental. But this is going to be the 15-yarder, though, because it puts the ball at the 50. 49 of Maryville. Well, didn't see that one coming. Ball from the right hash. It's 1st and Milton to go. Creasy, pass out here to Tutt. Some open field maybe. Nope, closed that up pretty quick, and he is mashed down at the 44. Picks up 5, though. On 1st and 25, makes it 2nd and 21. Crawford on the tackle for Maryville. Johnny, with this kind of hole, you can't just chip away. You've got to have one big play in here somewhere.
Well, and they did have that, and then it got brought back for the penalty. So now, but now you can't, and you don't want to try to get it all at once here. Try to pick you up 7 or 8, kind of make it playable in the next down.
2nd and just a hair more than 20 here for Oakland. And it's Creasy, pump fake, looks left, now right, now in trouble. Now he throws it away. He did that in survival mode, 3rd down. Well, now, John, on 3rd and 20, you about have to put it in the air.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really. Still, they're probably considered 2-down territory, so they could still maybe get half of that.
They almost did that in the first half, needed, 20 yards and got 18?
Yeah. I just got a feeling, is Bandy in the game? I got a feeling it'll have something to do with him.
I think he's near side receiver. Yes, he is. Back to pass, it's Creasy right across the middle, caught by Brown, and Brown down at the 30. It picks up 14. They needed 20, and it is 4th down now for the Patriots. And
but again, this is 4th down territory.
Yep, 4th and 7 or 8.
Board says 6. So
yeah, doesn't look like 6 across the way, does it?
A little bit longer than that, doesn't it?
Got to get the ball to the 25-yard line. Here's Creasy rolling out right side, stops, now reverses field, coming the other way. He's going to keep it, has a nice block there, and stretches for the 25, but I think he's going to be short a yard. And it is Maryville football. Wow, just another yard, and he tried to stretch it out there. Hampel, Hampel, Hampel on the tackle.
Well, that penalty really was the turning point of that drive.
Yep, sure was.
They were moving the ball well.
Rebels have it now on their first drive of the second half, leading 13-7. 8:56 to play in the third quarter at the 26, their own 26-yard line. Here's Will Jones. Wide out to either side for Jones. He's going to tuck it and run himself. He's hit and then gets free from that and is going to be taken down about the 31. Picks up 5. Will Jones, the sophomore. Barber making the tackle for Oakland. Of course, Justin is one of the leading defenders for the Oakland Patriots. 62 tackles coming into this game. 4 interceptions. You would think that's a lot on the season, but Dre Oldham has 4. Make that 7. 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. On the draw. And it is Big Price Davis to the 36-yard line, and that is very close to a first down. They put it at the 37, so it is a first down. Sanders making the tackle for Oakland. I sure didn't think he got there, but I guess so.
Line judge, it looked like he was standing around the 37-yard line. That was close.
First down for the Rebels.
Now it looks, you got to look at it the other way. You don't want Maryville to come down here, take up a lot of time, and get another score and get up by 2 scores.
Exactly. Nobody in the backfield. Now Davis is going to be in motion. Lines up 4 receivers there to the left. Pass is going to be caught right around the line of scrimmage, and Oakland with a tackle about a yard, and that catch was made by Casey Cobble. They ran Davis out there, and Davis was about 3 yards in front or behind Cobble, and that gives Jones a couple of receivers to choose from on that far side. Ellison and Gaynor team up for the tackle there. It's 2nd down and 6. Maryville at their own 41-yard line, leading 13-7. We've hit the 7-minute mark left in the third. Wide side is the near side. You've got 3 receivers here. Guy between the hashes is between the 2 receivers. A little quick dump pass over on the far side completed to Britton Barrett for 5 yards. And that is short by about a yard, so it's 3rd down and a yard. Well, John, they're not in 3rd and long very much, are they?
No, and the reason is this quarterback, I mean, he has got a quick release. That was a good timing route right there. He just turned around. The ball was in his hands.
Nolan White going to fly out here to the right side along with Faust as your receivers. One more over there on the left. Halfback blocking here on the right side. They fake the give to Davis. The quarterback keeps it. Now they throw it incomplete. Incomplete. They threw it to Faust. They were hoping that Faust could run it down the right sideline, but the pass short.
Well, that's a scary pass right there. That could have been picked off. Oakland could have had a pick 6 on that one. Didn't really quite understand what they were doing on that one.
On 4th and 1 from their own 46-yard line. Remember, I've said that they do some things that are a little bit on the trickery side of things.
Watch them trying to draw them off here.
Yep. They tried to do that earlier, and they were actually flagged for it. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Line up in the eye. They give it to Davis. Davis is going to get that first down. That's all, but that's all he needed.
Well, he just barely got it.
So another first down for the Rebels. Williams making the initial hit. Price Davis, the workhorse.
He got that first down by half a yard.
Yep.
That's gutsy.
And you kind of knew what they were doing. They lined up
yeah.
in the eye, quarterback under center for the first time tonight. So a new set of downs for the Rebels. Fake to Davis. Rolling out here to the right as the quarterback throws across his body, but a big loss. Pass completed to Davis, but pushed all the way back to the 40-yard line.
That was a huge play.
It was Oldham once again coming up with a big play. Big
like,
Dre.
It looked as if somebody missed a block there. Once he got it, he was surrounded by Odom.
Davis was kind of open over there, but
like I said, I think somebody missed a block.
all of a sudden, yep, Dre comes barreling through. 2nd and 17. He must have had some Red Bull because he had wings. Twins to either side. Tight end blocking there on the blind side. Slinging it is Jones, and incomplete. Boy, that was thrown 20 yards further downfield than White was.
That was some miscommunication. He was looking down the middle of the field, and there wasn't a receiver there.
Maybe White didn't run the route that they expected or something. 3rd and 17. A dangerous bunch here. Oakland defense trying to bow up. The 12th man cheering them on. They're sending 5 wide. The wide side of the field is the right side as they move left to right.
I'm Oakland. I'm going to send somebody.
Receiver on either side of the hashes. 2 receivers left side, and they do bring pressure, and they force it away and out of bounds. And that was big Chase Bandy who was in the backfield along with others. Dre Oldham was back there as well. So on 4th down, the Rebels forced to punt for just the 2nd time tonight.
Defense did their job there.
Now let's see what the offense can do. 4th and 17 at their 41 and punting with Hudson Jamerson. It's away. It's not a very long kick, and it's going to actually bounce out of bounds and then bounce back in bounds. Oh, goodness. And it's going to roll inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. How in the world did that ball stay in bounds?
It was all the hop. It was just basically, that took a great Maryville hop.
Well, you talk about, you don't have those places in the field just like baseball, when you have a turf surface, but the ball does bounce weirdly on turf. I will say that.
Yeah, sometimes it does. That's absolutely correct.
And it certainly did there. So Oakland back at their own 14-yard line. 4:09 to play here in the 3rd quarter. They trail 13-7. Tutt waits on a hole to open, angling to the right. Takes it almost to the hashes and gets about 3 yards out of it, looks like. It'll be 2nd down for the Patriots. 2nd and 7. White making the tackle for Maryville. I even saw somebody from Maryville with a hat on, and it said M-U-R-V-U-L. Maryville. Because that is how they say it, just like shovel.
Couldn't get it all on the hat.
No. 2nd and 7 from the 23. Snap a little bit high to Creasy, gets it down, and waiting on a block that did not come is DeJuan Morris. He's going to lose some yards here, looks like, all the way back to the 14. They don't give him forward motion there for sure. So, yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 12. Well, 3rd and 11, we'll call it. Crawford on the tackle. Looks closer to 12 from here.
I'll give Maryville credit. They can tackle.
Yes. Bandy and Morris are receivers here near side. It's like Tutt in the backfield. And a little screen to Tutt. Tutt some room. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, foot race 50, 40, 30, 20, and out of bounds. Craig Tutt gets it to the 15-yard line. In the John Day Legal red zone are the Patriots. What a run by Craig Tutt. He had a long run earlier on a very similar play. That one goes 74 yards.
That was a little screen, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
He scored on, or not scored, but he had a long run of 50 or some odd earlier.
Another screen.
Yep. 1st and 10 Patriots. Creasy to Morris. Morris on the inside counter, sneaks out a couple, brings up 2nd down. 2:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Big Quentin Norfolk is coming in to help block. And Ethan Burrell coming in as well. 2nd and 8. Looks like it's going to be Morris in the Wildcat. Snap a bit high, gets it down. It's Morris to the 2nd level. He's at the 5, pushing his way on in, gets it all the way down to the 1-inch line. It's 1st and goal, Patriots.
Well, that's just heady running, man. He was just lowered that head and started getting those legs moving.
1st and goal from the 1. Oakland in the John Day Legal red zone. Morris in the Wildcat. Takes it in, leaps into the end zone. Patriot touchdown. Morris gets the touchdown, but it was the big 74-yard run after the catch by Craig Tutt that puts Oakland up here now.
And Morris, all he did was just fly across the top of the line and scores.
Patriots on top if they can hit this PAT. Toots touchdown for Oakland High School. Toots Good Food and Fun. Don't forget they've got a nice warm plate of wings for you after the game. The extra point is good, and Oakland is up 14-13. Minute 33 to play in the 3rd on State Farm Prep Sports.
The Blue Raiders fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees, located at 910 Ridgely Road, behind Chewy's, just off Broad Street.
Time to get out in the cold in style with officially licensed Middle Tennessee stocking caps, coats, jackets, sweats, scarves, and more. If it's blue and white with the Middle Tennessee logo, you can bet the best selection in town is at Raider Tees.
Raider Tees by Ideas Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been a part of your community, helping generations achieve their dreams. From savings accounts to home loans, we've been there for every milestone. Come see Rick Thornton, Senior Vice President, Relationship Manager at 3427 Memorial Boulevard.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. 14-13, Oakland leads it, 1:33 to go in the 3rd.
And this is their first lead tonight, by the way. Short kick, taken at the 26 by the Rebels. And not much run after the catch there for Jackson Rutledge.
Well, now this is where you got to settle down, and you've got the Oakland defense who's done a good job in the last 2 or 3 series. Just keep them where they are and get the ball back.
Let's see, Germantown, Houston 17, Ravenwood 14 with 2:12 to play in the 3rd in that game. The winner of that one plays the winner of this game. Right now, Oakland up 14-13. About a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Jones, about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he's in trouble. And Oakland pursuing, and he is going to be taken down way back at the 22-yard line. A huge loss. Tried to run out of bounds, lost 9 yards. Didn't have anybody to throw it away to downfield. And Burrell with the sack.
Well, Oakland totally disrupted that play. He didn't even have a chance to look down the field for a receiver. Because as soon as he rolled out and scrambled out, he was already in trouble.
Oakland leading 14-13. 52 seconds to play in the third quarter. Maryville now with a 2nd and 14 back at their own 23. Ball from the right hash. Jones with Davis on his left hip. 2 wideouts to either side. And Jones keeps. Taken down! Sanders, Kamarian Sanders, with his first full sack of the season.
They are taking the perimeter away from him. About the only place he can go is up the middle, and they are coming at him right now.
Maryville faces a 3rd and 18 when we come back to start the fourth quarter of play. Oakland leads 14-13 in this semifinal game. Stay with us.
Mills Family Pharmacy.
Here at Mills Pharmacy, we do compound medications.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Compounding medications are prescriptions that are not commercially available, or you need a special formulation. If it's a liquid, suppository, or specialized cream, we make that in our lab.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding, all to create custom medications for you.
We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Customized services at Mills Family Pharmacy.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Every time.
We're back here to start the fourth quarter, and we have swapped ends of the field here. The Rebels are facing 3rd down and 22. Back at their own 19-yard line, they are moving right to left now. And this Oakland crowd is going nuts. 3rd and 22 for Maryville. Backfield empty. 3 receivers near side. That's the wide side of the field as the ball is on the right hash. 2 more receivers to the right, John.
They held them to 25 yards in that third quarter.
Back to pass Jones. Has some time. Throws it. It's complete to Davis. Davis, as they play a little prevent defense, going to be taken down at the 31-yard line. Picked up about 12 yards there, but it's 4th and 11. And the Rebels are going to be forced to punt here.
Opportunity arises now for Oakland. Get the ball, go down the field, get up by 2 scores.
They lead by 1, 14-13. Maryville has a touchdown and 2 field goals. Oakland with 2 touchdowns. Jamerson to punt. Morris is back at the 29-yard line. The kick away. They kick it away from Morris, and it's going to grow dead at the 39-yard line. So Oakland with pretty good field position. First drive of this fourth quarter for Oakland, a 33-yard punt. Well, let's see if this puts a little spark now in the Oakland offense.
Well, when you're a running team like Oakland, you get a lead, it makes you change your whole style. I mean, it's a different ball game there.
That little screen pass to Tutt, something else. He's had a heck of a game tonight. And now Oakland forced to take a timeout here. We'll take one too. 14-13, Pats up, fourth quarter, coming at you after this.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joint, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we've just picked up where Dr. John started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Creasy under center and hands off to Morris, who's going to chunk away here for a couple. That's Tutt, actually. Craig Tutt, number 1. Morris was lined up outside. Sack it down. And we're going to call it 7, so he picked up 3. A little better spot there than I thought.
Running behind Kirk and Rose on that play.
Third down. No, second down. Thank you. Stick was wrong. Wildcat, here's Morris. Runs left side, second level, 50. He's at the 45, 40, foot race, 35, 30, 25, 20, tripped up, no. He's just gonna stop at the 15 and out of bounds. He couldn't get past the last two guys, but a nice big long run by DeJuan Morris. And they're in the John Day Legal Red Zone. Bicycle helmet giveaways, safe ride home program. Just a few of the ways the law offices of John Day are involved in the community. JohnDayLegal.com. That's a big 43-yard punch by DeJuan Morris. And Oakland knocking on the door here. 14-13, they lead by 1. 10:07 to go in the game. First time they've led in the game was 14-13. Going with the power eye here. Creasy under center. And Tutt hit right at the line of scrimmage. Oh boy, that was big boy right there. That was 53. Boyd. Boy, Boyd is a load. Loss of 2. Second and 12. Ball back at the 17. Well, John, that had no hope.
Yeah, good penetration there and just missed the block, and he was all over him.
On second and 12. Creasy under center this time again. Half back, blocking near side. It's Tutt, and Tutt to the 10-yard line. Picks up 7. Oh, and a flag. This is going to be against Maryville as one of the Rebel defenders, Covert, just kind of came in and did like an off the top of the ropes pound.
You mean like a wrestling move?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the play was over, and he came down with his elbow, it looked like. That should, I think, is going to be a personal foul penalty and half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down. Personal foul, Rebels. And it's first and goal here for Oakland at the 5-yard line. John, I have never seen Maryville do some things like they've done tonight in terms of things like that.
It hasn't been many, but they've been crucial. I mean, big time.
Well, that's 2 personal fouls on them, and I don't remember that many in the 9 years we played them before. Morris, and now a flag. Darn it.
Going to be on Oakland.
Sure is. Lined up wrong there. Pre-snap penalty. And a false start against the Patriots. So take 5 yards back. Ball at the 10 now.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything to break this momentum, I'm telling you.
You do not. 8:50 to play in this ball game. Oakland has it. First and goal from the 10. 8:45 to play. They're up 14-13. They roll up to the line of scrimmage. Morris and Wildcat again. Snap a bit high. Fakes the handoff. Takes it to the left side. Almost breaks into the third level, but is down at the 5, I think. It's going to be shy of that, John. It's going to be about the 7. They say his knee was down. He lunged to the 5. Second and goal from the 7.
It's a good point that the fact they're trying to stop the run and they haven't been able to do it.
Morris, another high snap to him, waits on a hole, now turns it upfield and into the end zone. He's in from 7.
Unbelievable run. It may have only been 7 yards, but that was an incredible run.
Just like a ballet dancer out on the football field, DeJuan Morris scores from 7 yards away. Man, that was pretty run. And the Patriots find pay dirt once again. Chance to go up by 8 with this extra point after the Toots touchdown. Hernandez for point. The kick away, and it is good. The Patriots lead the Rebels 21-13 as you listen to State Farm Prep Sports.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. That's State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850, the Dean of State Farm.
Yes, he is. Fair catch by the Rebels, and they will have the ball at the 28-yard line, their own 28. John, if we can replicate what we were able to do on Maryville's last series here on defense, that would be something else.
Yes, and what you got to remember is still a one-score game.
Right.
So you need to hold them. Don't get relaxed. Keep putting the pressure on him. Try to get this ball back one last time.
7:54 to play in this game. Oakland leads by 8, 21-13. 3 touchdowns for Oakland, a touchdown, 2 field goals for Maryville. Pitch, haven't seen that tonight, to Davis. Davis breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally ridden out of bounds after a big gain of 13 yards. Boy, we were a whisker away from having him stop for a loss.
A little different look.
Yep.
They went off for Maryville.
Went with a little pitch. Wide side of the field is the near side. Ball on the right hash at the 41-yard line of Maryville. Jones changing the play. Backs up in the gun. Pistol formation. Back to pass. He's feeling the heat, and he throws it away. That time, it was Oakland's Cullen Williams who was coming in from his blind side, but he knew it, and Jones had to chuck it away. 2nd and 10. It's almost like he's a little gun shy now. They've gotten to him a couple of times here in this second half especially. 2nd and 10 for the sophomore Will Jones, who is something else, I'm telling you, friends. Davis is going to be on his right hip. Same formation as before, but the wide side has 3 receivers out here. And once again, flushed out of the pocket and taken down. It's another sack by the Oakland D.
Lost another couple of yards there. They are just relentless right now.
Is that Burrell? Ethan Burrell with his second sack, adding to his 1 sack coming into this game, John, and he's got 2 tonight.
Well, right now they're confusing him.
Yeah.
Because they're sending different people at different times. I don't think he knows where it's coming from.
3rd and 17 for Maryville. Empty backfield for Jones. He slings it right side. It's going to be caught out here by Faust, but Faust taken down. It's a short gain to the 38-yard line. And Gaynor and Tutt teamed up to bring him down. John, they're not getting that 15, 20-yard pass.
No, the coverage is much better, but
yep.
A lot of times the Jones is having to take what the defense is giving him, which isn't a whole lot.
Which is just maybe that guy short.
And you get a sack a series, that just changes it. That's like 9 or 10 yards each time.
It's 4th and 13, and the Rebels forced to punt again. Boy, waited a long time to kick that. Sky kick, fair caught by Oakland's Morris at the 32.
If that hadn't been Morris, I would have said let that go.
Yes, indeed. That was a little scary, wasn't it? He had 4 Maryville players around him.
Well, Brian, right now it's simple. Run the football, get it down the field, try to score. If you don't score, at least get a field goal out of this, and you can say adios to the Rebels. But you got to do it.
Well, there's 6 minutes to go.
They can eat 6 minutes.
I'd like to see a ground-eating, clock-eating drive here. 1st and 10. Oakland moving left to right. And it's Morris back in the Wildcat, waiting on a hole to open up, which didn't. Nothing there. Don't know if he gets back to the line of scrimmage or loses a yard. I think he's going to lose a yard.
That's kind of the plan, isn't it? Run the ball.
Yes, but we want to run it for positive yards, don't we? Boyd, the initial hit there on DeJuan Morris. Morris had bad wheels and during some of the regular season, really has caught fire in these playoffs. It's Tutt in the Wildcat this time. Tries to find the corner and the outside. He's going to get a few, but it's going to be 3rd and long here for Oakland. He did go out of bounds. He picked up 3. 5:17 as the clock stops with the out-of-bound run. So this will make it 3rd down and 9, I think. Ooh. 3rd and 9 at their own 33-yard line. Oakland breaks the huddle. Need a 1st down, Pats. Morris on the direct snap. Morris outside, 35, 40. And down right around the 42. That's a first down. Move the chain.
You tell me how everybody in this whole stadium knew he was going to run the ball from the Wildcat, and he was able to get 10 yards pretty much on his own.
It's amazing.
He
had several great blocks in there.
But those last 4 were all him.
Yes, absolutely. And those were crucial. He had to have them for the first down. First down, ball at the 44-yard line for Oakland. Under 5 minutes to play. And it's Morris handing it off to Tutt, who's trying to run it here outside, gets a couple. Clock keeps a running. 4.5 minutes left in the game right now.
Maryville's got 3 timeouts left, Oakland with 2, and Maryville may have to start using them when they get to about that 3-minute mark. But see, even that play that didn't look that impressive, got 3 yards.
Sure.
You know.
And it took 40-some-odd seconds off the clock. Morris fakes the handoff, going to run right up in the middle of the pile there. Gets banged down at the line of scrimmage. So another 3rd and about 7 coming up. So no gain on that play. 21-13 Patriots on top here. 3:48. Clock rolling down. Oakland by 8. Play clock is at 20 seconds right now. Oakland can get it down to about 3 minutes to go, but they're going to snap it right now. Here's Morris coming near side. Morris doesn't get much. I don't think he got anything, actually.
Well, they're going to count on this defense to do the thing, I believe.
That's what it looks like.
We're down to the clock running to 3 minutes. Now, this is still plenty of time for Maryville, and they do have their 3 timeouts left, considering they're only down by 8 now. Let's remember that.
21-13. The clock does stop with 3:01. And there's an official timeout here. They're going to make Dewan come out. He hops off. And does Creasy come back in? No, it looks like it's going to be Chase Bandy. It's 4th and 7. No, Bandy lines up as a wideout out here. And Oakland's confused. They have to take a timeout? Yes. No, Maryville takes a timeout. So will we. 21-13 Patriots. 2:49 to play in the game on State Farm Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game, and a good one it is, brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. 21-13 Oakland with 2:49 to go in the game, and it's a 4th and 7 for the Patriots.
Morris is still limping around there on the sideline, but he's walking. I think he's maybe tweaked an ankle or something like that. So Oakland on 4th and 7. What do they do here? Creasy is in at QB. Now Coach Derek Hunt has one of the officials caught over there on the far sideline. Not sure what he's jawing about. But it sure is taking a lot of time here. He could be doing this to give his defense a breather. This is a very long discussion. Maybe do a Zoom call next week. Let's go.
Well, it's 4th and 7. I wouldn't be surprised if Oakland takes a delay and punts it.
True. But I think that's why maybe Coach Hunt took the timeout to save as much clock as possible, because the clock's not going to start until you snap the ball here. Now the white hat comes over to Oakland and is talking to their sideline. What in the world? And Maryville uses this opportunity to swap out players here. White hat's talking to Coach Creasy. I wonder if it's the time on the clock.
Well, Kyler's going to go over there and straighten them out.
Well, whatever this discussion has been about, yeah, they did put more time. It's 2:59, so they did put more time on the clock. That was Coach Hunt's argument. Here's Creasy on 4th and 7. They snap it. Quick kick. It's very high, and it hit the back of somebody and only got to the 40-yard line. Oh, my.
Probably not what he wanted there.
No.
I really think Kyler lined up a little
too close to the line.
To the line.
Yep.
And when they backed him up a little bit, he hit one of them.
So Maryville will have the ball at their own 40. 2:51 to play.
What you don't want is the confusion and the delay is taking some of the momentum away from Oakland here.
The Patriots lead 21-13. The Rebels have the ball. The Patriots have shut down Maryville in the last 2 offensive series for them. Need to do it again. Jones has Davis on his left hip. Jones steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run it himself and slides down at the 45, picks up 5 yards. Clock running, 2:40. Picked up 4. It's second down and 6. Maryville in a hurry-up offense here. 3 wide right, 1 to the near side. Davis on the left hip of the quarterback, Jones. Zips it downfield. It's going to be caught, and a nice grab by Barrett to the 42 of Oakland. The complete pass will stop the clock, 12-yard gain. Ramsey with the tackle. We need a stop for loss here. At the Oakland 42, here's a pitch out to Davis. Davis banged out of bounds at the 39. The clock going to continue to run, though, I think. Yes.
Yeah, he didn't get out.
His knee went down before he went out of bounds. Dre Oldham on the tackle. It's going to be second down now and 8. Why did they stop the clock? And now the officials blow the whistle here and an official timeout. The clock should have never stopped. For some reason, it stopped at 1:47. We're going to keep it here just to see what this is all about. The teams do huddle up, but the officials called this timeout.
Gives us a little time to tell us our sponsors tonight: First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, State Farm.
Yeah, all of the coaches down there are saying, why is the clock not running? And I agree. They should have never stopped the clock. Now Coach Creasy talking to the white hat. I mean, that's a 10-second difference. That's pretty big. You know, when Kevin has his hands on his hips, he's not happy.
Well, I don't know that he's been happy with the officials the entire year, really.
Well, when they blew the whistle for an official timeout, that stopped the clock, but it had already stopped. Second and 8. They do have 15:30 on the clock now, so they're resetting it here. We'll see what they put on it. I think they're trying to put 1:53 on the clock. Well, if that's the case, he did go out of bounds.
Yes, and I think that's where it started to begin
Okay,
with.
there we go. Second and 8. At the 40 of Oakland. Patriots up by 8. Back to pass Jones. Slinging it way downfield, and nobody within 15 yards of that one.
15, more like 115.
Yeah. Third and 8. Oakland fans want a flag even.
Start the clock. You didn't even run nothing.
Clock only ran off 6 seconds. It's third and 8. Jones changing the play. Davis to his left, 3 wides to the right. Back to pass Jones, in some trouble. Jones hit as he launches it, and it is incomplete. Is there a flag? No flag!
Incidental coverage there. Just they kind of tangled up their feet. No call. That was a good no call.
That was kind of a jump ball thrown up there. But the players did kind of collide into each other.
Well, if anything, the offensive player just about did as much interference as the defensive player.
You're right. Well, 4th and 8, here we go.
Now they got to worry about getting the first down first.
Ball at the 40-yard line. This place is loud. You can hear it in Blackman, I'd say. Will Jones changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Marking again. Davis lines up to his left. 2 wide to either side. Ball from the left hash. Here's Jones looking right side. Zips it downfield. Almost picked off, dropped, but incomplete. Oakland takes over at the 40.
Works out better. The ball will be further back. Didn't have to intercept it.
1:32 to play.
That was a little hairier than it needed to be.
Yes, it was. But, John, what can you say about the Oakland defense, especially here in this fourth quarter?
Well, they've shut them out for 2 quarters, and you're going to find out that the yardage that they've accumulated in this second half has been under probably around 50 yards total.
Wow. Pretty amazing.
Now he's going to have to Coach Hunt's going to have to either use a couple of timeouts here to stop the clock. 1 first down will probably do it.
Oakland's Morris in the Wildcat. Tries to run up the middle. Nothing there. They're trying to strip the ball loose, too. You got to be careful, and there's the timeout. 1:29 to play in the ball game. Oakland with 2nd and 10 when we come back, up by 8.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census. Listing everyone in your household helps the city qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and services. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
All we need is your address and the first and last names of everyone living at your home. That's it. Take part in our 2025 special census.
Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
The Patriots with a 2nd down and 11. They, in fact, it's 2nd and 10. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Creasy under center. Pitch back to Tutt. Tutt 40. Bounces off a guy 45 to almost the midfield 50. And it's 3rd and short.
Huge run. Now they're looking at, a 3rd and 1?
Yes. They tried to keep him in bounds, but he did go out of bounds apparently.
How did he do that?
I don't know. It's a first down.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
It's a first down for the Pats. It was close, but they didn't measure. And the clock running with 1:13. It's 1st and 10, and the Patriots are about to celebrate here. They step up to the line of scrimmage. "52 seconds, clock running."
Oh, they're just, I love it. Creasy's just looking at the clock.
Play clock down to 8 with 7 with 6. There's a knee. And the game clock is under the play clock, so that's it. It's over. The Oakland Patriots are headed back to the Blue Cross Bowl for the 5th year in a row. Final score tonight.
They've called timeout.
Oh, my goodness. They messed me up. Oakland players are even using the water bottles and squirting them in the air. I have no idea how much time's left, but we'll take 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Yeah, I heard Game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. State Farm agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. It's 21-13. There's 19 seconds left. Maryville is out of timeouts.
They're in victory formation. The Patriots take a knee, and Oakland High School is headed back to the Blue Cross Bowl. The 7th time in the last 10 years and 5 years in a row. They defeat their semifinal rival Maryville by a final score of 21-13, and they have now beaten Maryville 4 years straight when they played them in the semifinals. Patriots headed back to the Blue Cross Bowl. Stay with us. When we come back, it's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Got a lot to talk about. Patriots victorious 21-13. Stay tuned.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Hey there, it's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, I've seen firsthand how they go above and beyond. They have the Gateway and Memorial Boulevard locations, along with 9 more across Middle Tennessee. They make it easy to get the help I need, and I can always talk to a real person. That's a big deal nowadays. That's why I trust First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They're always there when I need them.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Thank you, Rutherford County, for 39 amazing years.
Hi, let me ask Jack Hayes what his favorite thing is and why.
The chicken fingers and french fries. We've had them for a long time, and they're the best you can get in the whole entire town. So come on and get your homemade barbecue sauce and those good chicken fingers and french fries.
So swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Thank you, Dana, and welcome into the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, they're on West College Street, and Prentice Allsup is online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Give them a call. I know it's, we've got the coldest weather of the year so far, at least of the. So make sure that you are all comfy and warm in your home this winter. Let them come in and do a tune-up before it gets really, really cold. Patriots victorious 21-13, and an update on the Houston Ravenwood game. This was from 30 seconds ago.
4th down, Houston takes as much time off the clock as possible, then takes a timeout and punted from their 40, but Ravenwood roughs the kicker. So it's Houston ball with seconds to go, and they are up by 3. So it looks like a rematch, John, of last year's state title game.
It definitely does, and kind of seek revenge, and don't let anybody though. But I'm telling you, that's going to be a tough game, and a good matchup for the Blue Cross Bowl, those two teams.
Yeah, someone that covers the Germantown team from a Memphis paper said, when I tell you the football god smiled on Houston today, boy, oh boy, is that true. So they must like that roughing the kicker at the very end. You know,
yeah.
Sometimes it has to bounce your
takes
way.
That, yeah.
And they're headed back to the state title game to defend their state championship last year, and Oakland once again stands in the way. Well, time here on the post-game show. We'll hand things over to you. We've got replays, we've got stats, and we know what's happening next week. It'll be 7 o'clock next Saturday. So 6:30 airtime for us for the state championship game from the Choo Choo City, Chattanooga.
Yep, and we'll start out with our Sir Piece of replays. And Maryville got on the board first on a 2-yard run by their quarterback Jones to take a 7-0 lead. Oakland came back to tie it at 2:42 to go in the first quarter on this run by Craig Tutt.
Replays.
Pitch back. And waiting on the blockers, bouncing it outside 15, 10, 5. It's Tutt to the end zone. Yes! Tutt in an 18-yard run, and that is Tutt's 17th TD of the season.
Well, I guess his foot's okay. Oh, what great color there. Maryville, with 9:33 to go in the first half, had a 24-yard field goal. Then they had another one with 10 seconds to go, a 27-yarder, to take a 13-7 lead at the half. But it was all Oakland in the second half. Oakland scored with 1:33 to go in the third. This time, DeJuan Morris.
Replays.
Morris in the Wildcat. Takes it in, leaps into the end zone. Patriot touchdown. Morris gets the touchdown, but it was the big 74-yard run after the catch by Craig Tutt.
It made it 14-13. It was the first lead for Oakland in the ball game. Then they scored one more time, 7:54 to go in the fourth quarter. This time, Morris again.
Replays.
Morris, another high snap to him, waits on a hole, now turns it upfield and into the end zone. He's in from 7.
Unbelievable run. It may have only been 7 yards, but that was an incredible run.
Just like a ballet dancer out on the football field, DeJuan Morris scores from 7 yards away.
And Oakland held on to win. It was a great win for them. Great defensive effort. They shut down Maryville in the second half to win it 21-13. And those are your Sir Pizza replays.
Sir Pizza.
That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
11 touchdowns for Morris here in the playoffs. That's unbelievable. It's almost 4 a game, you know?
Yeah.
All right, it's time for our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies. And, Rod, you've got the defensive stats, and it was a good night for Oakland, particularly in that second half.
Yes, it really changed around. They really, like you mentioned, with the stats, they really started shutting down the Rebels. And Rebels were really moving in the middle of the field, but they were able to put a lot of pressure on and did not let anybody get behind them with the long bomb. Okay, for Maryville Rebels, they also had some really good players. Ones that were really physical. Zach Hamill had 6 tackles, big number 86 on the defensive line, defensive end. Even saw him making a tackle on a receiver downfield. So he's a hustler and comes physical. And then we had Max Sir, another very physical player, and he had 6 tackles. Casey Cobble had 5. Zach Hamill also had 2 sacks. One of them he got a penalty on because he had 1 sack and he just continued on with it, a little body slam, which really helped Oakland score in the first half. And Alex Boyd, he's an offensive lineman. He's not a starter on the defensive line, but they brought him in to try to stop the run by Oakland up the middle, and he had 3 tackles in just the second half. But for Oakland, some really nice numbers. Justin Barber continued several hard hits. He had 7 tackles. Colin Williams, another one, made several hard hits. He had 7. Caleb Ellison had his usual 5. Gus Ramsey had 4 from the defensive back position. Cameron Sanders had 3 tackles, but man, he made a big one on when the quarterback tried to go around in a key situation where they had to stop him, and really to maintain only a 1-point lead, and he had a big sack that stopped a first down possibility. And then Ethan Burrell had 2 sacks in the game.
All right, looking at the offense for Maryville, Will Jones was the man for them tonight. 16 of 26 for 180 yards, no interceptions. He had Maryville rushed for 72 in the game, 180 for the game passing, and a final game yardage of 252. But the second half was just unbelievable for Oakland. They held them to about 75 yards in that second half. For Oakland, Dwan Morris, 19 carries, 122 yards. Craig Tutt, 13 carries for 70 yards. T.T. Hill, 1 carry for 15 yards. Used him sparingly tonight, but he had a good run. And Creasy was 5 of 8 for 154 yards. No interceptions as well. They rushed for 140 in the second half after rushing for 58 in the first half for a total of 264. They passed for 88 and 66 for a total of 154. They had 418 yards total offense, and a lot of that, the majority of it, was the running game, and Morris and Tutt were just too much for Maryville tonight. Tough game. Maryville played well, but we shut them down in the second half. No score. They did not score in the second half, and that was your ball game. And that's a look at the stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies. Brian?
John, the Houston Mustangs have indeed defeated Ravenwood 24-21. That is a final score. Apparently, one of the Ravenwood quarterbacks was intercepted with seconds to go, and that was enough for the victory, so it will be a rematch of last year. Now, you have a Ravenwood team that went to Houston and lost by 3 at Houston, a Ravenwood team that beat Oakland in overtime here, and we know that Houston had their way with Oakland last year, so I don't know if that tells us anything. I think that this is still wide open and one more to go try to get. I don't know.
Well, Oakland's got a little bit of a revenge factor here now. They took it away from us last year, and let's see if they can take care of business coming up on Saturday. But a terrific game tonight, and a terrific game for Raven. I mean, that was a great game,
yes.
Ravenwood and Houston. So it's the point margin is so slim at this point. I don't think you can really say, okay, somebody's favored this game. You know,
we had a 3-point victory for Houston and an 8-point win for Oakland.
Right.
I mean, that's.
And Ravenwood beat Oakland by 3, so there you go. You know, you got probably a 7-point margin one way or the other.
And lucky us, we got to see a 3-point lead last week. So
right.
And we're seeing a lot of exciting games.
Well, maybe it'll be a blowout for Oakland. Who knows?
Yeah. We can relax.
At this rate, I don't know. I don't have a feeling that that's going to be the case.
I do give credit to Maryville's defense.
Yeah.
They were tough all night. They tackled well.
Yes.
And I think you especially second half, got to tip your cap to Oakland's defense. I mean, they shut them down on 3 straight trips, which was pretty amazing.
It got a little hairy when they got it on the 40-yard line, but
after the short punt,
they just couldn't do anything. They dominated in that second half.
Well, they really put pressure on Jones, and I think that made a big difference. Put pressure on, at the same time did not let people get behind them, because that's what happened. first part of the game, they were getting behind
Well,
them.
give credit to that secondary. That we kind of said, well, they haven't been playing that well because of the Riverdale game, but they showed up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll be a fun one next Saturday, and hope you'll join us. We'll be on the air at 6:30. We do have high school basketball coverage coming up for you on Tuesday. It is Riverdale hosting Eagleville. John and I'll handle that, and I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Looking forward to it.
Happy rest of the Thanksgiving weekend to you both.
Are we going by the Golden Corral any chance on the way to Chattanooga? No, that's
Why don't
Cookeville.
you try to find one? Yeah, there's one in Cookeville. There may be one on the way.
Okay, I'll look and see.
Okay. You're in charge of the food.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cookeville. That's a long way to get to Chattanooga.
Well, maybe there's a Golden Corral down there somewhere. John's
It's all
on
you
it.
can eat, Rod.
John's on it.
Go all over the country to a Golden Corral.
Oh, goodness. Well, that is going to do it tonight. Hope you enjoyed our coverage as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you here this evening. And lots of folks to thank. Mitzi Wilson, Mr. Dolan here at Oakland, the athletic directors, and do a fine job. Got to give our tip of the cap to Mitzi Blizzard, too, out there, braving the cold, parking everybody. To everyone here at Oakland, Kevin Wright, everybody who makes it work here at Oakland High School, we appreciate their help, and it was a fun one. We're off to Chattanooga next Saturday, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff here on WGNS. Well, I got to thank, of course, Rod Edwards, John Dinkins here in the broadcast booth along with me, and our producer, Jackson Smith, back at the station, making all the blinky buttons and all that good stuff make us sound as good as we can anyway on the air. Well, that's going to do it from Oakland High School. Again, the final score, 21-13, Oakland Patriots back in the Blue Cross Bowl once again. I'm Brian Barrett. So long from Ray Hughes Stadium in Oakland High School until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products